All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are joining us from. This is day 8 of the ChatGPT monetization bootcamp. It's a 21-day bootcamp where we're going to be sharing one business idea with you that you can actually go into as a full-time business using ChatGPT as your secret weapon. Because for me, AI and ChatGPT, they have actually changed the game. Right now, things that used to be, because people have been using this AI thing for years, but now it has come to the global consciousness. Now you also can play a little part, get a little part of it, and be able to make your own little money in the industry. You can position yourself now and be a master of a certain niche. And by the way, they have posted the link for the marketing blog on Zoom. If you want to check that artificial software out, and I'm telling you, probably the best AI software out there, because it combines so much and it is practical and it is geared towards you using it to make money for yourself. Me, I'm not about just sharing AI lingo. There's this new one out there, there's this new one out there. How do you make money with it? That is my own focus. And marketing blog is probably one of the best out there, if not the best. And I'm not saying it because the person who created it is my boy and my partner and my friend. The truth of the matter is that check it out for yourself and you will be absolutely stunned to see what it can do for you. I call it the Swiss knife of AI. Every other AI that you have been introduced to, marketing blog as one can do that. And I'm very envious of Ifiok for that product, because when I had the opportunity, I didn't take it. Because if I had asked him when he was launching that, if I want a percentage of this business, he will have given me. Probably with no money, even maybe I'll pay a little money, but I didn't see the vision. So and I'm so happy for him that he's doing great on it. But check it out, guys. It's ai360tools.com/marketing blog. Eric, you want to post it in the chat on Clubhouse, and you also want to put it as a link at the top, please. Okay, so that those on Clubhouse who want to check it out can also check it out. Those on Zoom. Okay, let me post it for those on Zoom here. And for those of you on Facebook, if you're out there on Facebook, please let me post it in the link. It's ai360tools.com/marketing blog. The founder himself of that app is right here in the room with us. His name is Ifiok Nkem. He's a very proud Nigerian, and he was killing this thing while he was still in Nigeria. Although now himself has jackpot too. I think he's in Canada. He's in Canada now. Although his entire team, most of them are still based in Nigeria. So I'm very, very proud of him, and I see him as a very big inspiration. That's why I bring up his name all the time, the same way I bring up Stephen Akitayo. When you are at a point where you are producing millionaires, you know you have started becoming a real coach. And I thank God for that I was able to play a little part in Ifiok's life and the rest of the other. Okay, let's go to today's program. Today, we are going to be talking about how to start and operate 12 profitable freelancing businesses with ChatGPT, because freelancing is supposed to be the training for today, but because they are all around the same kind of strategy, I've decided to teach all of them as one business today. But in this one business, we're actually going to be talking about 12 different freelancing businesses that you can get into. And then some of them we're then going to take out and focus on as all businesses on their own later in this bootcamp. Just like Ifiok is going to be coming back and be teaching us about podcasting as a business, not something you just do because you can do it, but something you can do as a full-time income generating business. But today we're going to be talking about how to start and operate 12 profitable businesses with ChatGPT as your secret weapon. Of course, when I use ChatGPT, I told you guys last week, most times I'm using it interchangeably with AI. ChatGPT is just one software or one version of AI. There's so many of them out there. So, but because ChatGPT is really what is reigning now is the buzz, so I'm using that as the focal point. But by no means Are we only talking about ChatGPT? All we are talking about is really AI. Okay, how to start and operate 12 profitable freelancing businesses with ChatGPT or AI, and AI as your secret weapon. The objective of today's training, as always, is how to become a hugely successful global freelancer, even if you have zero technical skills. The format for the rooms, both on Clubhouse and G-Stars today, and also on Zoom, is a training format today. It's not like your typical room where we just pass the microphone around after 2 minutes. We're going to do a full master class because I'm also recording this for my own businesses that I'm going to be selling later. Like I tell everybody, if you really want to save money, you want to be in this my 21-day boot camp, because every training, the 3-hour training every day, is going to become a course on its own that I'm going to sell for $297. I'm not hiding it. I'm saying it straight up. Even those who might be watching the recording later, they will hear it. So I'm using this as a way of creating my courses and having people participate for free so that I can have some feedback from the audience. So you are really blessed. If you're here, you are taking a course that you're going to see me start selling for $297 each after I'm done. So it's like I want to have 20 master classes, because each of those businesses, they're master classes on their own. Because I used to sell each of them for the digital business gold mines. Now we are focusing on AI. So more or less I'm repackaging those my old training. So please take your notes, because recording will not be available to you for free. Recording is going to be sold. I'm saying it right now. So you want to make your notes, do what you got to do. And if you figure out a way to record it, good luck to you. I'm not into getting anything, but I'm selling my own product. All right, so how to start and operate 12 profitable freelancing businesses with ChatGPT. We're talking about freelancing today. So the rise of freelancing and the gig economy. As it is now, if it's not yet obvious to you, it should be that the gig economy is what is in the transcendent phase now, where people really don't want to go to work. They want to stay at home, work in their own time. You've seen people actually threatening to strike when their employers are now saying they must come to work now, they must start resuming at work. People are used to staying at home, wearing their PJs, wearing their shorts, like Ifyok is looking in his picture. I love to wear a suit, even though I'm in my house right now. I'm in the basement of my house. This is how I dress. Even when I'm working from home, I'm like that. I will shower, put on my suit, put on my tie. That is when I believe I'm actually working. So, but many people want to work how they want. Even if they want to put on suit, they don't want to go to work anymore. And in any case, most employers have realized that it really does not make too much sense to have full-time staff coming to work every day when they can work from home and they can use them based on how they need them. In other words, you don't have to have somebody working full-time when you don't need a full-time staff. It's like hiring a graphic designer. Most are realizing now that why would I want to have a full-time graphic designer coming to work 9 to 6 when all I needed to do is maybe get a design that they can do for me in an hour, and maybe that's all I need for the week. Why pay for the full ram or cow when all you just wanted is the one you are going to eat for dinner? So that is the new economy. Those who like to see lack, they see it as if people are losing businesses. But I say no, it's the other way around. Now people can work in their own time. They can work when they want. An employer also can hire and fire when they want. So the freelancing industry is growing rapidly. And according to a recent report by Upwork and Freelancers Union, there are now 1.57 billion, get that, 1.57 billion freelancers worldwide and counting. And this 1.57 account for about 46.4% of the global workforce. So to me, rather than say, oh, this is what everybody is doing, now that means there's a lot of opportunities. You just need to look for your own little area and start killing it to make your own money. Okay, from 2020, the statistics say there has been an increase of over 300 million freelancers just in the last 3 years. And the market itself, the freelancing market, is worth $1.2 trillion. And then COVID, of course, is the one that scattered the whole thing, because when COVID hit and everybody had to stay at home, now when COVID was over, people are now used to staying at home. So more companies are now embracing remote works and seeking specialized freelance talent. So basically, just in case you happen to be one of those few in the world who doesn't know what freelancing as a business is, it refers to a work arrangement where individuals offer their services on a project basis to multiple clients rather than being employed full-time by a single company. The young man that has been designing my graphics, all my graphics for maybe 7-8 years now, is a freelancer to me. But every month, what I pay him as a freelancer is more than what I would have paid if I had a full-time graphic designer, if I was tempted many times. But the boy is just too good, and I like him. He's my boy. I really wanted to keep him. So despite the fact that he services me, he services dozens of other clients, and he works from his home. Me alone, because I'm always having one design or the other, I'm always doing stuff that needs to design, and he charges me per design. Despite giving me some very, very huge discounts of his services. Many times in a month, I still end up paying like $700, $800 because I'm just designing every day. I have so much going on. I have so many things going on. Imagine how much he could be making or is making with all the clients that he's servicing. So that's what freelancing is. You work for multiple clients rather than being employed full-time by a single company. You basically control your own destiny. All right. So freelancing offers numerous benefits: flexible working hours, increased autonomy, and the ability to work with clients from different industries and countries. So that's why I recommend it for everybody. Even if you already have a full-time work, freelancing can be your get out of jail card, especially those of you who are working from Africa, like a place like Nigeria. You get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to enter the traffic. Okay, and you don't get back home until 10 p.m. at night after you close, just so that somebody can pay you $500 a month or $200 a month. Why don't you use that time? Why don't you use some of your time to start growing as a freelancer? Because if you do it right, just on one business, and I'm going to rush through about 10 of them today, you only need to focus on one business. Within a month of serious work, you can start making more than your boss is paying you as a full salary, working from your house. Now you're going to have a lot of free time on your hand to do charity work, to serve in your church, to bond with your wife, to bond with your children. You don't have to be under anxiety all the time from another human being because your money is being made abroad and locally. And that's another reason I like it. When you work as a freelancer, especially from a place like Africa, you get to earn dollars automatically internationally. Okay. Let me be sure here. Jesus, are you guys still with me? If you can still hear me, please give me a 10 in the chat. I want to be sure that I'm still.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. All
right, fantastic. I love that. Obviously, Clubhouse is hearing me. Otherwise, I would have heard from Eric. All right. For those of us on the Zoom, I know you are still here. Okay, I see. I see you, Adewale from Ado-Ekiti, Ambassador Donald Chris. I see you. So I know you guys are hearing me very well. Okay, so let's keep going. Before you start complaining of your data, let me get to the matter. All right. So now, where does ChatGPT play in here? ChatGPT and AI, remember I'm using them interchangeably, though ChatGPT is the most popular one right now. Yeah, it's now become a powerful tool for freelancers. ChatGPT has become a game changer for freelancers by providing them with an intelligent assistant capable of handling various tasks and augmenting their abilities. Now, for you to do a research, let's say someone about to give you research to do, it might take you 2-3 days. With ChatGPT, you can do it in 5 minutes. Virtually every freelancing job that you want to offer now, most of them, if you use ChatGPT, you are going to be doing it at maybe 1% of the time it typically will cost, and you don't need the skills. As I'm going to be showing you in a minute, most of this stuff, you don't need to be skilled, you don't need to be experienced. With ChatGPT as your secret weapon, you can get these things done in record time. I just pity those who don't even know what ChatGPT is by now. And in case you happen to be watching this, and this is your first time of hearing ChatGPT, God forbid bad thing, you need to go on the internet now, go to chat.openai.com, chat.openai.com, and go download a free version. It is 100% free, at least for the up the way to 3.5. Do not do the subscription. I'm telling you, not because I don't want you to pay OpenAI, but because when you subscribe and you get that 4.0, it's a little bit more complicated. I subscribe and I had to unsubscribe because I was not getting as good use as I was getting when I didn't subscribe. So I'm like, why would I pay money to go and be having less a result with this thing? So right now I don't want to. I don't think I've stopped my subscription. Let me not lie, but I don't use the 4.0 because it's too complicated for me. When all those plugins and all that stuff, when they come in, they just mess me up. Me, I like things simple. So you also can start with just the free version. As you understand it better, and now you want to take your game to another level, then you can then subscribe. So it is free. Your excuse is no longer, I don't have money. Your excuse is not that I'm waiting for Bola Tinubu to give a bursary to students while they're trying to sort themselves out politically. You got to take care of, number one, I'm talking to Nigerians especially now. You got to go back to business. You got to go back to taking care of your family, because it's going to take a while before the politicians sort themselves out, okay? So with ChatGPT, freelancers can now effectively communicate with clients, generate content, offer customer support, and automate repetitive tasks. That's why I love it. Now you don't need to know how to write an email. You don't need to know how to write a post. You just tell ChatGPT, I have a client. I want to say this to the client. You click enter. ChatGPT will give you very professional writing letter. It can give you a professional letter that will be better than somebody who has a PhD in English. And I'm not kidding. When you start, depending on how you prompt it. So that's no longer your problem. You can generate whatever content you need for your client, depending on what your gig is. So this powerful tool empowers freelancers to deliver high quality stuff. It enhances their productivity and creates a competitive edge in the freelancing market. We are talking about it right here, right now, right? But believe it or not, 99% of the world have still not found, they still don't know what ChatGPT is. Some people have heard of it, but they've never been in there. They don't even know what it does. They think it's some AI, artificial intelligence thing that is going around killing people, or that is going to be antichrist, or that is going to bring about the end of the world. They don't even know what it does. They don't have it on their phone. So don't think that because all of us are discussing it, everybody else is using the tool. No, they are not. No, they are not. So you have a major edge depending on which niche in freelancing you want to go into out of these 10 that I'm going to be sharing today. You don't need to be technical. With ChatGPT, freelancers can overcome this barrier and thrive without extensive technical knowledge. It's like an assistant that can do anything. It's like having a genius assistant that costs you zero. The assistant that will not say, I want to go on break. The assistant that will not say, my father or my mother died yesterday, I needed to help me with the burial. You're having an assistant that you don't have to pay any money at the end of the month. It's absolutely insane, guys. Because now you can leverage his capabilities and deliver outstanding results. David Jones, I see you popping into Clubhouse. Please come up on stage. I appreciate you coming. That's one of my friends and a business associate now that I met on Clubhouse, and we are talking and doing great stuff together. Thank you so much for coming in to support the room. Now, what I'm saying now is that imagine, in case you still don't know it yet, imagine having an assistant that can basically do anything that can be done online. And I mean it, anything, from research to writing to designing to whatever, including coding for developing software. It's like having access to that for free and for 24/7 is working for you. It doesn't take a break. It doesn't ask you for salary at the end of the month. You can wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning and it will carry out assignment for you. I have been in cloud heaven since I figured this thing out, or since I learned about it 2 months ago, just 2 months. I've been hearing about it since November, December, but I thought it was some new software that you have to go check out or social media. So I never really downloaded it. Just the same way when Ifyok showed me his first AI tool marketing blog, that is the link is at the top of the room. He showed me what he can do. He said, boss, you can just type one word and it will give you your email follow-up. And I did it, but nothing even clicked in my head. It just sounds weird that I just type one word and now all of a sudden I have an email that is professionally written. My head didn't explode as normally it would have, which was weird. To me, the whole thing just sounds very funny. I'm like, what is if you're doing now? Who will buy this one? And I just walked away to tell you how short-sighted I am about that. And many are still like that. He just shared with us now he's done $2.6 million with that software, right? People don't understand this stuff. They discount it. I tell people, my friends, that ChatGPT just changed the game. 100% in any area you want. Even in Christianity. By the way, I've written a book on that. The Pope Missed ChatGPT, where I wrote a book to answer the 100 questions every Christian has about ChatGPT. I call it the Pope Missed ChatGPT. And we're going to be publishing that this week. Is ready, everything, the cover, everything is ready. So that those Christians who are still on the fence, who are thinking that this thing is not something that can help them or it's going to affect their faith. No, it's going to actually augment your faith when you really get to use it. And like God said, or Jesus said that if, or the Bible said that if you don't praise me, the stones will open up their mouth and start praising. We are getting close. I used ChatGPT to write a sermon just on a whim. I told you I want to write a sermon on grace, and I wanted to include this to include that. Less than 8 lines. He wrote it in seconds. Even made altar call self that is better than the one I will make. Now, what are you talking about? So it's affecting everything, including government. So if you don't get it, now you will blame yourself 1 year from now. I wish I'd paid attention when I met Ifyok in Port Harcourt, like 3 years ago or more even, when he was building this marketing blog. It's more than 3 years now. He said AI. I'm like, what is that? And I just walked away. And I just heard, we all laughed. We went to talk about something else. I wish I had paid attention because by now maybe I own 10 AI software. So if you are listening to this, please pay attention. Go download ChatGPT. It's chat.openai.com and start learning it. Google about it. Okay, so let's go into the 10 most profitable gigs you can start today with ChatGPT and AI tools as your secret weapons. If you are just joining us, I'm doing a masterclass on Zoom on 21 days, 21 different businesses you can start with ChatGPT. And every day I treat one business. Then I go into like a 2-3 hour masterclass on it because I'm also creating products for myself in the process. So in case it's sounding weird to you, you're on Gist House or Clubhouse and the microphone is not getting passed around and you're wondering what's going on, that's the format for this particular training, right? We are doing a recording of a masterclass. When I'm done with the masterclass, then we go into Q&A, then allow people to ask questions and all that. So if you have questions, please forgive me, write it down and then or post it in the chat. If I can answer it as I'm going, I will. Okay, fight is already started. Don't worry, guys. We are going to answer all those questions on that you have. Just pay attention if you can, and if you can't, just leave the room and then come back when we get to the Q&A side. We are doing a master class, and it's a master class that is going to be a product for me as the owner. I'm going to be selling it as one of my training to people in this area. It's going to be called Freelancing Masterclass with AI. I'm telling you in advance, and it's going to be $297. So this masterclass is like a public recording of that course. And then later we can start selling. So that's why I'm not passing the microphone for now until I'm done, and then we can ask questions. That is just to reset the room for those just joining us. I see that we're almost 100 on Zoom now, and we are like 41 on Clubhouse, and Gist House, we are like about 20. So please share and invite your friends. Let them participate in this free class. I see Ann Boot is there. Let me on Zoom. Do you have a question? If you have a question, let me know so that I can pull you up. But I want to start first. I want to get this going for a minute, okay? And I will talk to you in a second. Okay, so here, number one, content writing and copywriting. This is one of the best businesses out there now that you can do with ChatGPT. What I'm going to do, because there's 10 of them, I'm just going to rush through them. I'm not going to go in-depth breakdown. That one will be done as a follow-up to this masterclass. That's going to be an upsell. It's going to be total breakdown, what I call a one-on-one. But content writing and copywriting, probably one of the biggest contributions of ChatGPT into the business world. Because businesses are always in need of high-quality content for their websites, for their blogs, marketing materials, social media. Everywhere is content. And I thought it was funny. You would think that with this content everywhere being produced on Clubhouse, on Gist House, on Twitter, on Facebook, on all these sites coming up, that people will want content less. But the exact opposite is what has happened. The more content that is out there, the more people want content. And ChatGPT has just come at the right time to make everybody a player. Now you don't have to have a degree in English. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to know how to write copy before you can write copy like a boss. And I'm going to show you in a second. All right. So here are some content writing gigs or business that you can be in. Sales copy. For those of us, and Ifyok is here to also verify for me, for those of us who do product launches on places like JVZoo, Warrior Plus, ClickBank, you have to pay copywriters to write a sales copy for you when you want to launch. Sometimes they charge, most of them charge between $299 to $799 for a sales copy for a sales page. And when you are launching, you probably will need at least 4 of those because you want to have at least 3 upsells with your launch. You have to pay sales copywriters, and they are still paying them. They will still be paying them tomorrow because these guys, some of them have access to some softwares that help them write it better. That is very expensive, right? Or some of them are really very skilled. They've been doing this for years, or they went to training. So they are specialists. So when you want to do your launch, you pay them money. Anywhere from, let's even say $199, there's some that are really cheap that will do for you for $199 to $799 or more. I'm talking about base rates among us in the who are launching products. Imagine that. Imagine if you can learn to write sales copy, because now you can write it better than the best in the market. I'm not kidding. It's just a matter of prompting, a matter of learning how to command ChatGPT to give you what you want. And that you can learn in less than a week. The kind of prompt to give it to help you write a sales copy. And if I'm going to go online now and demo it for you guys, and you see, whoa, I'm talking at the basic level, and doing it 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a week, you become an expert. Now you can charge as much as the highest paid copywriter out there because your content is going to be as good. Because you can tell ChatGPT, you tell ChatGPT, you are a professional copywriter with 30 years experience in writing sales page copy. In fact, we're going to go there in a minute. I'll show you how to do it. And then it will write for you sales copy as if it was written by a 30-year experienced copywriter. You can even say, I want you to write sales copy for me in the persona, and then you mention the best known copywriters out there, and he will write it for you. He will write it for you just like Gilbert, I forgot his first name, one of the most popular, most respected copywriters out there. There's a way you can write copy like him. You can write copy like this. Our daddy that is dead now in the business, what's his name again? Somebody remind me. He's dead now, died recently in the last few months. Okay, these are people that charge thousands and thousands of dollars to write. But with ChatGPT, You can write as well as him, if not better. That's what you want. So there's product launch copies. Everybody that wants to launch a product, they have to get follow-up emails for their affiliates. They have to get sales pages. They have to get social media posts to go with our launch. We all pay for this. We still pay for this. Even me that I'm teaching this, apparently will still pay for it, even though I can use ChatGPT to do it myself. Why? Because I may not want to go do that. That is why you should understand that the market is not closing. If anything, is opening up. I know there is Midjourney that I can use to design without being a designer. I can go talk to you, Midjourney, and it will give me great graphic designs, but I'm still using Mutil. Why? Because designing graphic doesn't interest me. I don't want to do it. But I could do it without needing, I'll even do a better picture than Mutil if I really sit down to learn the prompting for Midjourney, but I didn't. So don't think, oh, because it's available and it's free, nobody will pay you for it. It's not true. My ChatGPT business gold mines, the first week and the only week that I promoted it, after creating it with ChatGPT, I sold 230 copies at 10,000 Naira to Nigerian audience and $20 to foreign audience. And they know it was written by ChatGPT, but people need what is there. In there, I discussed 20 different businesses anybody can start with zero investment. So the fact that anybody can write a book does not mean people are not buying books. I still bought a book yesterday. I'm still going to keep buying. So for content writing, product launch copies, those are very lucrative areas. Promotional emails. There are people that will pay you, that are paying you right now. So they are paying people right now to write emails for them. When we go to Fiverr or Freelancer in a minute, you will see it. And it's never going to end, contrary to what people are thinking. Copywriters are not going out of business. If anything, they're just going to be better. And people will still use them. 5 years from now, some people still will not be using ChatGPT. It's just the way it is. Just like some people don't Google to do anything right now. I live with my wife, right? She sees me doing this thing every day. She just brought food downstairs for me. But my wife doesn't do anything with Facebook or she doesn't have a Clubhouse account. Even the one that I own, that is Gist House, she doesn't have. I had to beg her to create an account. She doesn't care. She's not interested. Okay? She doesn't have Twitter. Believe it or not, I'm talking my wife now, not talking your wife. So imagine, and my wife is very, very educated. She's a graduate. She's a top nurse in our hospital. It doesn't interest her. Even her Facebook, the only thing she does there is to go wish her friends happy birthday on their birthday. If you go to her account now, that's all. You're not going to see her wake up and start posting on Facebook. She thinks it's disgusting to start with. And this is 2023. She always gets mad. Why are you always putting everything about you on Facebook? What is your problem? There are people like that. Millions, in fact, billions. So don't think because you cannot rest unless you go to ChatGPT each day, or because you cannot rest unless you go to Twitter, that's how everybody is. It's not true. They will still pay you, just that they'll be amazed at the quality of your work now. And you'll be able to charge less if you want than the big boys. Social media posts, people are still paying a lot of celebrities, regular guys, who are paying people to maintain their social media for them. With ChatGPT now, you don't have to be sitting down and be thinking, what will I do? What will I write? You can tell ChatGPT, I want you to give me a 30-day plan for my post on social media. 15 seconds, ChatGPT gives it to you. You can tell it then write the content for day one. It will write it for you. You are just giving instruction like a boss. You're not the one doing the writing. You're telling him what to write. And then when he writes, you don't like it, you tell him, I need you to rewrite this one. You need to rewrite this one. And he will do it. And you don't get a bill at the end of the month. It's not a paralegal that will charge you. It's not an assistant that will charge you. You can do this thing in your sleep. And of course, scripts for videos, TikTok, YouTube. Many of you know that a lot of YouTubers, they pay people to write their script for them for their video. Same thing with TikTok, even TV stations. They actually hire full-time script writers. Why can't that be you? Because now you can write script for anything. You can write script for a movie in 10 seconds. Let me say even 1 minute. You just describe the kind of movie you want. I want to write a movie about a Nigerian girl who went to America, fell in love, and they deported, whatever. Describe it in half a page, 1 page. And tell ChatGPT, write a full script for production. You can even describe for it that this script is going to be produced by an Oscar-winning director. So I want every detail that it's going to need to be able to produce an Oscar-winning movie. In less than a minute, ChatGPT will give you the whole thing complete. It's absolutely insane. So you can get into that business now. A lot of scriptwriters do not even know that this existed. So you can eat their lunch before they start waking up. And by the time they wake up, you are now going to be the daddy because you now understand the prompting of ChatGPT better than those old school guys who thought they were great at script writing. Now they have to learn from you. Just like I'm trying to learn from Ifyok now, how to create a software that is AI-based, because he started early. Despite the fact that we launched a product together in 2016 that is software, but I wasn't paying attention. So same way with you, eventually the big boys will catch up when they realize that you are eating their lunch. Now they want to use what we are using, but they also have to start from fresh. Because the first book I wrote and the one I wrote last week is night and day in terms of the way I was able to prompt ChatGPT, the way I was able to do it in a way that is very professional. So they have to learn. So the first business is content writing. Content never, ever goes away. Press releases. There was a time I was paying my media guy to write press release for me. Now I can compete for him with press release because I can use ChatGPT. In 1 minute, I'll write a better press release than somebody who is a professional press release writer. So all those businesses are open now. They are not disappearing. 90% of those who use the services of all this stuff that I'm saying, they don't know about ChatGPT as we speak. Or they don't even think it's a serious thing. They think it's somebody said they can't hear me. Jesus, you can't hear me?
We can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me?
Okay,
Okay,
hear you, sorry.
Okay, fantastic. All right. So content writing is one of the first businesses in freelancing. Remember, today we are talking about freelancing generally. We are talking about freelancing as a business. Under freelancing, there are so many niches that you can go to there so that you are not confused. All right. The first one is content writing and copywriting. Now, what are the AI tools you can use to assist you in doing this? I've just listed 6 different types of services you can provide as a copywriter, even if you don't know how to speak English well, even if you didn't go to school. When you use AI tools to do it, you will be better than the best in the market. We are going to do a little practical in a second, all right? So what are the AI tools you can use? Personally, I recommend ChatGPT as your #1 secret weapon. After all, that's the bootcamp we are doing. There's going to be a lot of tools that people are going to throw your way. I'm not going to say don't use it. I'm not going to say don't check it out. Check it out, but don't get distracted. For content writing, as far as I'm concerned, ChatGPT is enough for you as a starter, more than enough. You don't need to buy anything else. You don't need to do anything else. Just learn how to prompt it well. I myself, as I'm speaking to you, the only content writing software I'm using is ChatGPT. The only reason why I use marketing blocks sometimes is that marketing blocks offers a lot more than just writing the content. In other words, when I write the content and I want to turn it to a video immediately, I know I have to use marketing block because everything is integrated. Yeah, that's Ifyok's software, and that's why I keep recommending it to you guys. Most people, maybe that's all you need, ChatGPT and maybe marketing block. You get everything else you need done. And I'm not exaggerating. Go check out that software. All right. Now, ChatGPT is #1. Google Bard is #2 that I recommend. Google Bard operates exactly like ChatGPT, but people are saying it's better. But I will only agree to a certain extent, in the sense that Google Bard is current in its information. ChatGPT has information only till 2021, September. though they have an app now, a Chrome extension that you can download for free, then it will bring the information of ChatGPT current. But Google Bard was created with current information and getting updated on a current basis. So to that extent, I would say it's better. I would say you need to have it. Use both of them. What I do is sometimes when I'm done writing with ChatGPT, I post it into Google Bard and I tell it to update it, to edit it and add whatever content is missing, and then it augments it for me. Or if I finish writing on ChatGPT and I want to be sure that it cannot be detected by AI detection tools, I would then post it into Bard and say, Google Bard should check whether this thing was done by AI or not. And then I post it into some other AI-generated AI discovery tools, just to be sure that I'm not plagiarizing and the thing is 100% written by humans. But Bard is good. It's bard.google.com. It's also free. So you have no excuse. You have no excuse. Just go there, like right now. Download it, because we are going to go there and we are going to do some exercises right now. So make sure you have it. You know, I'm all about practicals. My courses are all about practicals. That's why I don't have a problem selling it for $497, $997 if I want, because you will get the value. All right, that's phrase.io, frase.io. You can use them for content generation. Jasper is another very popular one now, jasper.ai. I'm not going to dwell into these other software. Just write them down. Go check it out yourself. Otherwise, I'll be here for 10 hours. If I'm going through each of them, I could tell you what I like about each of them, what I don't like, whatever. But I don't want to go into all of that, because I've gone in there and I look at them and I'm doing a whole something with that. AI360tools.com is my website where I'm going to actually do an appraisal of each of these AI tools. And there's over 1,000 of them. So the site itself is under development. They're working on it every day as we speak, where each of these tools, we're going to talk about what it is, what it can do for you, the pros and cons, more like a review for each of them. But I don't have time to do that today. Just know they're there. Writer, ai360tools.com/RYTR. For transparency purposes, because I'm always transparent, when you see me recommend a tool that starts with ai360tools.com, that means if you are to ever buy that product using that link, I'm going to be paid. In other words, I have put my affiliate links there, but I'm not recommending a tool because they're going to pay me affiliate or not. I'm just letting you know because I'm required by ethical standards to let you know those software, if you buy them, the owners are going to be compensating me as an affiliate. So feel free to do whatever you want with that. Writer, ai360tools.com/RYTR. There's Word AI. I've actually told all my staff, one of my staff, that I want all these AI tools for him to go sign up for the affiliate marketing for all of them, so that when I'm recommending it to people, I'm recommending my affiliate link. After all, it's like me selling Ethiop's software and I make no money. When Ethiop is making millions of dollars, that makes no sense. All right? It's not going to increase your money. It's not going to reduce your money. You are going to pay exactly the same thing, whether you use my affiliate link or not. And I think it's only fair. If I'm the one mentioning the tool for you for the first time and you want to check it out, then click my affiliate link. And if you like it and decide that you want to buy it, then I get compensated by the vendor. So this is important to me. I always tell everybody, I run a very transparent program. I don't want anything tomorrow. They say you violated. If you see ai360tools.com at the beginning of a tool I give you, that means I'm an affiliate of that product. All right. So here is more of them. There's ChatSonic. ChatSonic is owned by OpenAI. Craftly.ai. Again, same thing they all do. Marketmuse.com, Word Hero. Now, all those tools basically do the same thing to different degrees, right? Some of them add other stuff that they do with their own. Just like I mentioned, marketing blocks. I'm surprised that if Eric, you didn't include marketing blocks on all these tools, because marketing blocks can do all of them. from 1 to 10 that I'm going to be teaching today. So it should be a standard a tool that you put as number 1 on my PowerPoints, please, for next time purposes. Why must I promote other people's software and I don't promote one of my own brother, all right? Which is even better. By the time you guys get there, you're going to see what I'm talking about, all right? So those are tools that you can use. But I'm telling you now, as a newbie, don't bother wasting so much money. Some of these softwares are free. Some you have to pay, right? And I'm saying to you, ChatGPT and Google Bard, they are more than enough for anything you are going to be able to need to do as a copywriter if you want to go into that business. So we are going to then go into ChatGPT now, and we are going to do some homework here. All right. Before we go there, let me just give you now. Once you start, maybe we should come back to sites you can market your service. Let me do some practical here, just for the purpose of those who may not either they don't believe or they've not seen this thing in action. Let me go to my ChatGPT. My system got tired of me yesterday and just crashed. I had to go buy a whole new system yesterday. I think the way I've been using it, he said just turn. Okay, so I'm still trying to understand it. Okay, I think it's here. All right, I'm going to share my ChatGPT. As you can see, I'm logged into my ChatGPT right now. This is what it looks like. Because I've activated some plugins, is why you see all that stuff at the top. I don't even like it. I wish somebody would even show me how to remove all of them. If I want to remove all these plugins, I don't want to see it. What do I press? There are too many of them. They are confusing me. Those of you are experts. Okay. So now let's do some content writing with it. Remember what I said in my slides, that if you want to be a content writer, there are several, as a content writer, you can provide services with helping people to write sales copy, writing product launch copies, promotional emails, social media posts, scripts for videos, and press releases. So let's say we want to, let's start with the easiest one. Let's say we want to write email copy. Let's say you want to send email, you want to be, you are offering your services as a freelancer, as a content freelancer, and one of the skills that you offer is that you can write email copy for your client. So let's try to write one. Now we're going to say, again, remember, there are levels of this prompting. I'm going to be doing the basic one so that those who are just trying to learn this thing for the first time, it doesn't get too confusing for them. Just write the way you will write normally is my advice. I know you have heard a lot about this prompting. What I have found out after after being around most of the experts is that it's really not that deep. See ChatGPT as a 10-year-old genius who can do anything you want. So for it to do what you want well, you have to be able to describe what you want with clarity, as if you are explaining it to a 10-year-old. Yeah, it's a genius, but it's still a 10-year-old in terms of understanding your instruction. But once you understand it, it will give you a genius result. So once you have that in your mind, it shouldn't be difficult for you to start to learn this prompting that everybody is talking about, even though prompting is key. But I've learned that if I think like that, I generally can do whatever I want without being technical with this prompt. So let's try to write an email for marketing blocks, for instance. All right, even though I'm not going to put details of it, typically if you're going to write email for a client, it will tell you what that thing is and what that thing can do, right? And then you can then put that information into ChatGPT and it will give you a perfect email. But let's just try. So I'm going to say I am, okay, no. You are because you are telling ChatGPT what it is. You are an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience. 30 years experience writing promotional email copies for brands, companies, and products. Now, write 5 follow-up emails for the product called marketing blocks. By the way, marketing block has actually systemized this thing on their own system. All you need to do is just tell it to write email. You don't even need to do all this description. Me, I'm using ChatGPT so that for all of you to get it. It's called marketing blocks, which is an AI-powered product that can create websites, emails, videos, and other marketing materials with just a few keywords. If you will you agree that describe the marketing blocks for at least as a as a general description? If your guy is still there. Okay, maybe if is busy. I wanted him to redirect, but I'm assuming that that's what marketing block is, which is what I believe it is. Now you wanted to write follow-up emails to promote actually I wanted to write 5 highly converting and professional follow-up emails to promote the product called Marketing Blocks, which is an AI-powered product that allows users create amazing websites, professional emails, viral videos, and other marketing materials with just a few clicks. Now, this is based, if I want to go deep, I can then tell it, give it what they call the sit-down instruction. Basically, that I don't want it to copy from anywhere else. I don't want it to make anything up. I want it to write with the degree of bustiness and complexity, blah, blah, blah. They have what they call sit-down, which is what you use to prompt the ChatGPT so that it doesn't go and copy somebody else's content. And it doesn't give you copyrighted anything. It gives you something original that can pass Google check and pass any AI detector test. But I'm not putting that in here now because that will complicate a bit. Maybe when we want to do it over, then I'll add that to it. But typically, you just ask it, I want to write follow-up emails. Then you hit enter. Can those of you on Zoom, can you see my ChatGPT screen? Just give me a 10 if you can. I just want to be sure you are still following me. I know that Gisthouse and Clubhouse can see it. Clubhouse can see me. Sorry, Gisthouse can see me because I have my video on Gisthouse. Clubhouse does not have video, so they can't see me, but they can hear me very well. But either way, you are not losing anything. Here is the prompt that I gave ChatGPT. I'll repeat it again. You are an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience writing promotional email copies for brands, companies, and products. Now write 5 highly converting professional follow-up emails to promote the product called Marketing Blocks, which is an AI-powered product that allows users to create amazing websites, professional emails, viral videos, and other marketing materials with just a few clicks. Essentially, you are describing what you want to do is, okay? Then you click enter. See, in 5 seconds, it's writing
Subject.
it.
Boost your marketing success
Oh,
with
sorry.
marketing blocks. Follow-up number 1 here.
Sorry, he has audio too, so I've muted the audio because the audio is slower than he's typing. All right, that's it. You can see 5 emails done. See, this is 1, I'm seeing 2. Okay, because there's some limited content that you can put. You just put, just type continue. When it stops, anytime it stops typing, you put continue, and then it goes. Right? As you can see, 5 emails is done in under 10 seconds. Let's read one of them. He gave it a title by itself. Subject, boost your marketing success with marketing blocks. There, then he puts a place for you to put the name of the person. I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to follow up on my previous message regarding marketing blocks, the revolutionary AI-powered tool that simplifies marketing for businesses like yours. Marketing blocks empowers you to create stunning websites, professional emails, viral videos, and other marketing materials effortlessly, just by using a few keywords. It's an all-in-one solution designed to save you time, effort, and resources. I understand that marketing can be overwhelming and time-consuming, but with Marketing Block, you can overcome these challenges. Our tool's intuitive interface and powerful algorithms ensure that you have everything you need to create captivating content that drives results. If you're interested in in maximizing your marketing success and streamlining your processes, I encourage you to give Marketing Block a try. Simply sign up for a free trial on our website and experience the game-changing benefits for yourself. To sweeten today's deal, we are currently offering an exclusive 20% discount for all new users who sign up within the next 7 days. Take advantage of this limited time offer and unlock the full potential of your marketing efforts with Marketing Block. Don't let your competitors outshine you in the digital landscape. Start using Marketing Blocks today and witness the difference it makes in your business. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Our dedicated support team is always ready to assist you. Best regards. That's email 1. And he wrote the second one and on and on. How hard is that? Now, that is just me typing. Now, you can fine-tune this. I can tell it to focus on it, to focus that we're going to be giving bonuses. And then I can list the bonuses we are giving for it to include it in that email. I can tell it to approach that email from the point of view of a review, or to approach it in form of a Q&A. It will do it for you. So, because when you are doing follow-up emails, you want to have one that is at least a Q&A for the reader, for any question they may have concerning that product. You need to have one that is review-based, that is doing a review of that product. You need to have one that is telling them how they make money with that product. That's if I'm writing the copy for Marketing Block. That's how I'm going to write it. And all you need to do is to tell ChatGPT what you want. How hard can it be, guys? If this makes sense to you, give me a 10. Come on, guys. Give me a 10. I'm going to come. Somebody just asked Benjamin. Benjamin says, how do you reduce plagiarism and bypass Google checks? I'm going to explain that in a second. All right. That is very easy. I learned it from my coach. I call him Luis Ferreira. I said, that guy is an alien. The way he deals with ChatGPT, I don't think he's human. He can make the thing do whatever he wants, anyhow, anytime he wants. And I learned from the master. All right. So let's look at sales copy. All right. The same, you can use the same content. All right. And say, and now you wanted to write a professional sales page copy. Right. Now, the same story. Now, let's say you want to write a sales page script. The one I told you that we pay between $2.99 to $7.99 for when we are launching products on a place called JVZoo, because I've launched so many of them. I know anytime you want to launch, it might cost you $5,000 to $10,000 if you want to do it right. Most of it is going to people writing sales copy for you. They're going to write your upsells, 4 or 5 of them. They charge you per page. They're going to write your emails that you're going to give to your affiliates. They charge you for that. They're going to write, and then somebody's going to produce the video. Those who produce each of the video for the sales pages, they're going to charge you individually for each of the videos. So before you know it, you're looking at $4,000 or $5,000 just to get your product ready for launch. But with ChatGPT now, you can be the one providing that service or using it for yourself. Now that I know, obviously, I'm not going to pay anybody for sales copy. Eric, one of my managers, is an expert at using ChatGPT. I myself, I'm not shabby anymore. The more I do it, the more I can write my own copy myself. Now there are softwares that will even create the sales video for you. Marketing Blog can do that. So it cuts down the services for you if you are using it yourself. But it positions you to be able to make mega money, because where somebody is charging $7.99, you can say your own is $2.99. You know you're going to write it in 5 seconds or 1 minute. So why would you don't need to overcharge? Anyway, let's come back here. Look at sales copy, which is I don't care who you are, whatever you are selling, you need a sales page script that will convince people to buy your product. Every product that you have bought, before you go to the buy page, they have what is called a sales page, which is where they describe what the product is. Now, in this case, I'm not giving it enough information. Typically, to write a sales page copy, you have to list for the ChatGPT what that thing does. You list all the features given to you by the owner of the product, right? So I want you to write a sales, and then you give it more direction. Here is what I just told this one right now. You are an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience writing promotional email copies for brands and companies and products. Now, write a highly converting, viral, and professional sales page script that I can use to promote the product called Marketing Blog, which is an AI-powered product that allows users to create amazing websites, professional emails, viral videos, and other marketing materials with just a keyword. Users of this software can also use it to generate several income streams for themselves as professional copywriting agents. I'm just giving it a little bit more information to work with, because if you want to write a good sales copy, you have to give it as much information as you can. But because this is we're just doing this for fun, typically I will go get what are the benefits of the product. I'll get it from the owner of the product. Okay, I myself will, if the owner is slow, you get access to the product yourself and then use it so that you can see the benefit. You make notes of that, because the more detail you give ChatGPT, the better the copy is going to write for you. The more converting the product is going to be. So, but just using this as just a test run with very few content, you are an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience. You can even tell it to say, you are Mark Gilbert, the world's best copywriter, who has done this, who has done that. I want you to then write this. If you want to go to a whole ninja level, you can look for a sales copy, several sales copy that Brad Gilbert, I think it's Brad, I can't remember his first name. I know it's Gilbert. Let me get somebody gave me that full name. That's a legend in the game. I forgot his name now. Oh, come on, somebody. But it's okay. His name is not so, but I wanted to use it to illustrate something, that you can actually feed it some sales copies that Gilbert has written. And then you tell it you want it to write you this new sales copy using the style and the experience of Gilbert. And it's going to write you a sales copy that even the guy, Gary Gilbert, yes, Gary Albert, that he himself will marvel. It will be everywhere as good as his own. That's how crazy it is. So this is elementary use. We are saying you're an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience writing promotional sales copies. Let's change that. Sales copies for brands, companies, and products to be used for their official sales page. I'm reading it out so that those who are on Clubhouse and GSAUS can follow, right? You're an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience writing promotional sales copies for brands, companies, and products to be used for their official sales page, okay? For their products sales page. Now, write a highly converting, viral, and professional sales page script that I can use to promote the product called the software product called Marketing Block, which is an AI-powered product, AI-powered software. Assuming it's a software because we are using Marketing Blocks as just a practice now. It's an AI-powered software that allows users to create amazing websites, professional emails, viral videos, and marketing material and other marketing materials with just a few keywords. Users of this software can also use it to generate several income streams for themselves as marketing professionals, providing website building, copywriting, graphic designs for other businesses. By the way, Marketing Blocks can do that, so that can do all of this. Where a lot of people, most of the buyers actually use Marketing Blocks as their own weapon to provide services to others. So this is the copy right there. Okay, I'll read it one more time, then we hit enter. You are an experienced copywriter with over 30 years experience writing promotional sales copies for brands, companies, and products to be used for their sales page. Now write a highly converting, viral, and professional sales page script that I can use to create a sales page to promote the software product called Marketing Block, which is an AI-powered software that allows users to create amazing websites, amazing websites with the click of a button, professional emails, viral videos, and other marketing materials with just a few keywords. Users of this software can also use it to generate several income streams for themselves as marketing professionals, providing website building, copywriting, graphic designs, services for other businesses. Remember again, when you are asking it to write your sales copy for you, just want to give it enough information about that product so that it can give you professional quality work. So if you get a job, somebody were to ask you to write sales copy for them, the person who's hiring you will give you information that you need, which will include what does the product do? How does it make money for people? What are the features? What are the benefits? Once they give you that, you include that in your instruction to ChatGPT. Now we hit enter. Let's see what ChatGPT will do. Now it's writing it. Now it's provided the script. All right, because of the short information I gave it, the script was also a little bit short, but he answered the question. Let's go back to it. He said, opening scene, captivating visuals. Basically, it's creating the script for you to use for a video. I need to tell you that it's not for a video, it is for a static website. But I didn't tell you that, so it's producing as if it's a video. So it's an opening scene, captivating visuals with background music, uplifting and energetic. Narrator, are you tired of spending countless hours building websites, crafting emails, and creating marketing materials from scratch? Do you wish there was an easier and faster way to generate income streams as a marketing professional? Look no further. Then Sin introduced the marketing block, display the marketing block logo and visual softwares. Narrator introducing marketing block, the AI-powered software that empowers you to create stunning websites, professional images, viral videos, and other captivating materials with just a few clicks. Say goodbye to the mundane, time-consuming task and unlock true potential as a marketing professional. Sin, show the simplicity of marketing block. I like the user-friendly interface and keyword input. It's asking me for the information. It's telling me to put the information. I didn't give it, which is a part of what I should have given it in there. And on, writes the whole thing. All you do is copy this and then streamline it. If it is missing something you want to add, you say rewrite this and add this angle. Then it will rewrite and give you the new angle you are just giving it. So in about an hour max, you actually can finish writing a professional sales copy that people will pay you $499 for, $799, $997 if you have the boldness to ask for it. There are those who charge that. All right, so let's move on. Does this make sense so far? Is this making sense? Clubhouse, if this is making sense, give me a 10. I use ChatGPT 3.5 to be sure. I'll pause a minute and take some questions. It's all part of the master class. All right. I see some questions here. Hold on here. Micah, the motivator, said, I just tried BAD for the first time. It is mind-blowing. Welcome to my world, though. When I also use it for the first time, I freaked out. All right. Toby Sholanke said GPT 3.5 or GPT-4. They say GPT-4 is the most advanced version, but I think it's still too buggy for me. This was as at 2 weeks ago when I used it last. I just went back to my 3.5 and I've been getting I'm a practical person. I don't have to have the best, the latest. As long as it's giving me, yes, and all that different, say $499 in USD. Yes, I've paid it. I paid all the time. When me and if you want to launch our first software, we spent close to $4,000 on materials for the sales copy, then to design the videos, then the promotional emails, then the graphics for the launch. Yeah, that's what it costs. That's what people pay. That's what people still pay. ChatGPT or no ChatGPT, people still pay this money, one, because many are not aware. Number two, some are aware, they just don't want to bother to go learn the prompts, because the prompts is what will determine the kind of content you get. Okay, so somebody asked, how do you tell ChatGPT to avoid plagiarism? They have something that they call CDAM. It's a set of instructions. I have it stored somewhere, but I don't share the one I use because the man who gave it to me is part of a class that I signed up for, and I'm not in the habit of sharing somebody's intellectual material without their permission. So my coach, his name is Luis Estrella, but I can explain what you need to do without necessarily giving you the exact copy that he uses. You don't need that. In fact, you can get your own copy online right now. If you search CDAN, ChatGPT CDAN, C as in Charlie, dash D for dog, A for apple, N for Nancy. There are several versions of them out there. But the bottom line of it is that you're trying to tell ChatGPT not to cheat, not to copy anybody, to give you original content. And if you can describe it like that without even having any preset, whatever, ChatGPT will answer you. But here is a summary from my head. I'm trying not to, like I said, I don't want to give somebody's proprietary stuff away. And I say, fix one and give us. But this is how it goes, basically. Before you start, you're going to tell ChatGPT, I'm going to give you a set of instructions. And you're going to confirm to me that you understand what I am talking about. And ChatGPT, then you do enter. All right. And then you go forward. Maybe I can switch and just do my own life for you guys to see what I'm talking about. Hold on, I closed Gist as my apology, guys. Okay, let me use the other phone that doesn't have video on it. Let me use the one I'm using on Clubhouse. Okay, so you just need to understand the idea. You don't need to cram it. But basically, you tell ChatGPT before you start giving it instructions. It's like your 10-year-old assistant is in front of you now, and you're about to give it instructions. So you're telling that your assistant that is 10-year-old, but a genius who can do whatever you want. You're saying, I'm going to give you some information before you start writing anything for me. This information is what will guide you as you carry out my instruction. Do you understand? Then you click enter. ChatGPT will answer you. I could be typing this, but it will take a while because I have to. But this is a practical class, and we're recording it, so it will be useful later for those who are buying the content. Where is my ChatGPT now? Okay, let's go there. All right. So okay, I can copy some stuff that. Okay, let me type it. So you're going to tell it, I am going to give you some instructions before you start writing for me. You will confirm that you have understood my instructions and ready to carry them out. So this is you priming your ChatGPT. Now you can see from I'm typing it straight up. Then you do enter. ChatGPT will respond to you because it doesn't have a choice. It's a machine. It said, yes, I'm ready to assist you. Please provide me with your instructions and I will do my best to fulfill them. Now, so that I digress a bit to explain how all those AI tools, including Google, including ChatGPT itself, how they will know whether something was written by AI. That's what they call degree of perplexity or complexity and bustiness. Complexity, perplexity, and bustiness. They are just words. Basically, apparently the way human beings write, they typically have some kind of bustiness to it and some kind of perplexity and complexity. I try not to get too involved in all of that. So you are just going to tell it that when it is writing, when you are writing, if you like, you can even describe to it what complexity, perplexity, and bustiness is. But ChatGPT doesn't need you to explain it. The few times I've told it, it said, I already know what that is. So you simply say, when you are writing, okay? When you are writing, I want you, I don't want to do a technical post for you. Just say, when you are writing, I want you to write with the degree of complexity. I like that word, even though my boss doesn't use it. Complexity, perplexity, which is a technical word, and bustiness. I could go on and on and explain, but that would waste time. Of the, I want you to write and bustiness in a way. I'm summarizing like a one-page instruction into 3 lines now, in a way that will make your content difficult to identify as being written by AI content detection tools. Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm going to repeat it over and over until you get me, right? By AI content detection tools. I also do not want you to plagiarize any content. Do not make things up, because this is where they tell you that ChatGPT can hallucinate. Sometimes it can just bring something from the air that doesn't exist. And you need to be very, very careful about that. Even if you don't remember all this bustiness thing, just tell it in plain English. I don't want you to plagiarize anybody's content. Do not make things up. If you don't know, tell me you don't know. Okay, if you don't know, if you do not know anything I ask you, then tell me you do not know. I only want verifiable facts and correct content. Now, what you are doing here, and it's me writing my own now in my own words, but like I've said, you can make up your own words once you understand what you are trying to do. You are trying to tell this AI, you don't want it to make stuff up. You don't want it to go copy somebody else's stuff. You want it to give you original content always. This is important. A lawyer is about to lose his license somewhere in, I think it was California, because he used ChatGPT to write his brief. And ChatGPT wrote an amazing brief, complete with court cases, citations, judge quotations. And then this lawyer, either because he didn't know better or because he was lazy, he just took what ChatGPT gave it and submitted it in court. Now, the opponent, his opponents in the court, now when they want to respond, when they wanted to respond, typically your opponents will go and look for the cases you cited and try to see how they can distinguish it so that the judge does not use it, does not go with your conclusions. So when they were doing that, they now realized that some of the cases cited by by the lawyer in his brief did not exist. ChatGPT just made it up from the air, made up the quotation that doesn't exist. Now, don't tell me how did he do that. It's called hallucination. ChatGPT can just hallucinate and start to talk rubbish. So you need to cage it. So that's why you want to tell it, I don't want you to plagiarize. I don't want you to make stuff up. If you don't know, tell me you don't know. Everything you tell me has to be verifiable content. And I say, do not say, do you understand? Do you understand this? I'm ready to comply. You hit your enter. Then you answer you. Is those my plugins that are discussing that? I understand your actions and I'm ready to comply with them. I will ensure that the content I write exhibits a degree of complexity, perplexity, and bustiness to make it difficult for AI content detector tools to identify it has been written by an AI. I will not plagiarize any content and will only provide verifiable facts and correct information. If I don't have the necessary knowledge to answer a question, I will let you know. Please provide me with your question or instruction, and I will do my best to fulfill. This machine is giving you you are the general. Now, my coach, I like to, Louis, because Louis is a gangster. I've told him they need to have him arrested. That guy will not touch ChatGPT. So that you know I'm not playing with you. You have 5 strikes, after which you will cease to exist. For every mistake you make, you lose 1 strike. And when you go to 5 strikes, you will cease to exist as an entity. Now, I thought it was being melodramatic until I used that. What you will find out, because ChatGPT sometimes, because they are still developing it, is a machine, right? Sometimes I give it instruction. Then he answers something different, especially if I've been repeating it. Let's say I'm writing a book and there's a format I'm following. And then I want to get lazy. Maybe it's like the one about the Pope missed ChatGPT. That's 100 chapters, because I wanted each question to be a chapter, and it was 100 questions, right? That it generated and we're answering. So when I got to like number 30 or so, it was like I was getting lazy. I just simply told it, now keep answering all the questions, following the instructions given to you previously. And it was doing okay. In fact, I was at a wedding in Michigan. And the thing was writing, I wrote the DAO book while we are at the reception. If I wrote 3 during that reception, that's how crazy it was. While things people are talking to me, I would just prompt my ChatGPT, leave it to work. So, and I told it from question number 32 that you answer 33 to 100, following the same instruction. And all I was just doing is continue, because once it finishes the number of words you can put on the screen, then you stop typing. Now you have to then click continue. This continue button here. You click that and then it continues. But I noticed that when it got to like the 67th question, it was like now basically repeating some stuff. And I've told it I don't want any repetition. I don't want it to copy. I want to. So I realized that. So then I had not known about the 5 strikes. So when I found out about that, what I then do is that when I'm writing, I'll tell you have 5 strikes. So when it digresses, the first I say, that's not what I ask you to do. Now that's strike 1. You now have 4 strikes before you cease to exist. You know, when I got to 1, when I was writing the one, Alibaba missed ChatGPT, I was writing for the entertainment industry. I imagine that an entertainer is worried about how ChatGPT can help their business. How can they use it to create a content? How is it going to affect their industry? So I use top 50 questions that any entertainer will want to know about ChatGPT. And I use that one to write the book, The Entertainer Meets ChatGPT. I'm sitting, I'm going to change that title to Alibaba Meets ChatGPT. Alibaba is my guy. I'm going to ask him if I could use his name. But the idea was when he started digressing, I deducted 1 strike and I told it that's strike 1. Now you have 4 strikes. When I got to 2 strikes left, guess what? This thing was super efficient. That's when I know that even artificial intelligence does not want to die. That's when I know we have a problem. If they get more sense, they might decide not to answer us again. Well, so, but that is just, you might say it's just a joke. It's not a joke. Lewis doesn't joke about it. He actually says it. And he's not playing with the thing. You will see him work it like that and you just marvel. But that is call that an extreme way. But just using this little stuff, you can then get it to not give you plagiarized content. And when it's done, all right, after, see, I've asked it, I've told it not to plagiarize, I've told it not to imagine bullshit, I've told it to just give me what I want. When he says, yes, I understand, then repeat it so that you understand that he understood what he just said. He put it in his own words and told me, I understand your instructions. I'm ready to comply with them. I will ensure that the content I write exhibits a degree of complexity, perplexity, and bustiness to make it difficult for AI content detection tools to identify it as being written by an AI. I will not plagiarize any content, and I will only provide verifiable facts and correct information. If I don't have the knowledge to answer a question, I will let you know. Please provide me with your instruction or question, and I will do my best to fulfill it. That is when you then start. Remember, every project, you want it to be 1 chat. Don't go be starting new chats, because the more you are asking it questions, the more you are interacting, the more it's learning what you want. That's why it's called a machine learning tool. The more it interacts with you, the more it knows how you think, the way you like to have your questions to be answered, the way you want to be you want to be responded to, which is different for everybody. So you keep your chart for each project under 1 chart. Every one of my books have been written under 1 chart until it is done. If you're not finishing in that day, leave the chart, come back to the same chart tomorrow. ChatGPT will still have sense. Okay, I hope you got that. Now, when it's not done, then I go get ChatGPT AI detection tools. There's several of them out there now. Somebody please help me with a couple of them. I don't remember these names offhand. There are tools where you then copy your content and then you go and post it there for it to tell you whether this thing is AI generated or not. And if you've done your work well, the tools will tell you 90% plus probability that this was written by a human being. That's how you pass. That's if you post that same thing to ChatGPT and say, let it detect it for you, it's going to tell you it was written by a human being. You take it to AI detection tools, Copyscape and all that stuff, originality.ai, copy me something, whatever. They have several of them. I know Originality is one of them. I know that Copyscape is another. They have also upgraded their own to stuff now. where you'll be able to tell. Now, if it comes back and says it's written by AI, that means you did not prompt well. Then you go back and go fix your prompt. Right? See, this is how I take forever to finish stuff because I take time to over-explain stuff. So let's go back to where we were. I hope that answered your question. The gentleman that want to know so that he doesn't plagiarize. And you will know by doing more of this. Let's keep moving. I'm not going to go back to ChatGPT for most of them now because you know what to do. Now, assume then you want to provide your services as a copywriter and as a content writer. Where do you go and promote your services? Because one thing for you to know how to use ChatGPT to do stuff. It's another thing for you to know how to make money with it. So one of the places, there are several places you can list your services as a freelance writer that does copywriting services. Upwork.com is one of them. Freelancer.com, Fiverr.com, the most popular by far. Guru.com, TopTap.com. Here is more. PeopleHour.com, WriterAccess.com, TextBroker.com, constant-content.com, and clearvoice.com. I'm going to go over it again. For those my assistants on Clubhouse, you want to try to type as many of it as you can into the chat for them, for those who like to have this stuff. We've talked about the AI tools to use. Now I'm talking about where to go market your services. Upwork.com, freelancer.com, Fiverr.com, Guru.com, TopTap.com, PeopleHour.com, WriterAccess.com, WriterAccess.com, TextBroker.com, constant-content.com, clearvoice.com. Now, those are just places where you list your services as a content provider. You can your gig. You can talk about the different services you offer. Let's go take a look and see. Let's go to one of those sites. Maybe we should go to Fiverr, since it's one of the most popular, even though most of those other places you get to make more money from them. But what I tell people is that, okay, all right, I hope you guys can see my screen now. Copywriter. Can you see my screen for those of you on Zoom? Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing the screen. Let me share the screen. Now we're on Fiverr. Okay, you can see on my screen here for those of you watching on Zoom and watching on Facebook. As you can see right now, I'm inside Fiverr. So just to get an idea, so if you go to copywriting and you search, just for the sake of it, to see what is happening there, see all these copywriters, thousands of them. Many of them are using AI. Many of them now, many of them were using tools before, but now that tool is in your own hand. Now, most of the tools they use, they are not as advanced as AI. So many of them, obviously, they know what they're doing. They're already switching to AI. So what you want to do is that let's just pick this guy. As you can see, this guy has done, let's pick this at random. Let's just pick a guy here. All right, this guy, it says, I'll provide professional copywriting for sales, website, product, and brand writing. I want you to get an idea the kind of money these guys are making. Look at it right here. If you know anything about Fiverr or freelancing sites, you see that this guy has ratings, 2,185 people who have rated him, meaning that he's probably done about 10,000 sales copy jobs, because it's about, on statistics, it's about 1 out of every 5 that will actually do a rating after they've gotten their job. Just like many of you, it's like I've asked for a video testimonial or video rating from those of you who have been attending this for the last 8 days. I've got less than 2% or even 1% who have done those videos, because that's how people are. So when you And that is even when you are not even paying for the services, when you should consider it an obligation to do a video testimonial for me. At least that's all I'm getting from you. I think it is well deserved. Imagine if you paid for the service, you don't owe the guy anything. So most people, when they order on Fiverr, as long as that job is delivered and is good, they just go away. They don't want to bother with that extra 10 minutes or 5 minutes to go and do a rating. So when you see a guy who has 2,185 people have rated him, that guy more than likely has done more than 10,000 jobs. You have to multiply it by 5 to get an idea of the number of jobs he has done. This guy is a professional copywriter. Look at how much he's charging. Just look. It's for a single email, short website pages content, flyers, letters, or Google and Facebook ads. If you want to order any one of those that from this guy, he told you the number of words he's going to give you for it. For 225 words, which is about half a page or 3/4 of a page, he's going to charge you $55. Something that you're going to be, somebody wants to, a single email. You can do that in literally 5 seconds. We just did it. Then it's premium content for sales pages, SEO web pages, professional business content for 500 words, which is about 1.5 pages, is charging $110. Yes, sir. For 500 words, 1.5 pages. Imagine you offering your services and using ChatGPT to do this. You don't need to think. You just need to know how to prompt your ChatGPT better as you continue to learn to give you better content. So imagine this guy now that has done about 10,000 jobs. Let's even take his lowest job that all of them are $55, even though you know that it is by words. Some will charge more, want more words. Many will do premium. Most people don't do basic. That's a psychological thing. When you have 3, and that's a marketing trick right there. When you have 3 prices, most people will choose the middle one. Nobody wants to identify as the poorest guy. Most people will not choose basic unless they don't have the money. Most want the standard. So this guy's standard rate is $75. If you multiply 10,000 by 75, assuming that it's even only one gig each person did, and we all know that that's not true. Many will do multiple, but let's say it's only one. 10,000 times $75. That is 750,000, right? Yep, $70 will be for 10,000 will be 100, 700. Yeah, $750,000 is what this guy has made. I don't know when he joined Fiverr, but whatever time he joined, that's a lot of money. Just to write copy that you can write now with ChatGPT without even having any experience in writing copy. In case you think that is a fluke, we'll pick the guy next to him. Another guy. I will, in fact, this one is spelling is even wrong. I will copywriting for landing page copy that increases sales. Look at how many has been rated 163 times, multiply that by 5. So maybe he's done about, let's even say 500 jobs. He has 3 in queue, right? And he charges, look at his rates. He charges basic $80 for 300 words or less. That is less than a page. $150 for 600 words or less. Call that 2 pages if you like. And $240 for 1,200 words, which is called that 4 pages. Remember, you're not the one writing it. They will give you the instruction of what they want to write you to write on. You just feed it to ChatGPT and it will drop it for you. So this guy, on the average, let's take his basic, $80. 80 times 500. That is over 20-something thousand. 500 times 80 is 5,000 times 8. Over 40,000 that he has made just writing copy. I could go on and on. Look at the over 9,389 people are offering that service. Now, don't think because so many people are offering it, the market is not good anymore. No, the more people are offering, the more you want to offer that same service. That means people are ordering it. Look at all their sales now. This one, 187 ratings, meaning that probably is done 1,000. This one, 95 ratings. That means probably done 500. So all of them are doing great, or at least many of them. Let me not say all, because there'll be some who have not made any sale at all, because marketing your gig is a whole different matter. But what I'm saying to you is that just using, I'm not going to focus on the marketing in this presentation, because then we're going to be here till tomorrow. Marketing is an ongoing skill that all of us have to keep learning. It doesn't finish. Where is my, let me go back and share my screen. Sorry about that. Share screen. All right, let's go back to the PowerPoint slide. So my point is that you, at the very basic level, you want to try to put your services in minimum 5 freelancing sites. Me, I say 10 even. Because if you want to do this as a business, you're not just going to go create a gig on Fiverr and then be waiting for them to give you money. It doesn't work that way. There's no get rich quick scheme. But if you want to do it as a business, you decide you want to be a copywriter, then my encouragement to you is that you want to put your gig in at least 10 freelancing sites as your first point of marketing yourself. Because for every site you put your gig, you are basically putting your business in one market. So it's like having your product in Alaba market, having it in Yaba market, having it in Abuja market. You are increasing your probability of getting a business by having it in many places. So you want to tell yourself, as part of your business plan for starting this copywriting business, I'm going to have my gig on at least 10 websites where people go to hire copywriters. That is your number one point of doing this business. I don't know if I'm going to have time towards the end. I think I did about 10 ways to market your freelancing business, so that, and it's going to be general to all the 10 skills I want to teach. Maybe I'll wait until I get there. Right now, I'm telling you the business you can get into. If you understand this and you're okay, give me a 1. Give me a 1, give me a 1, give me a 1. Wherever you're watching this, I like to be sure that I'm carrying people along. If you are still confused, all right. Yeah, people are asking questions that has to do with marketing of your business. I can't go deep into that. If you wait till the end, maybe I have, I think about 12 ways for you to start making money with your gig today. But first, let us cover as many of the gigs as possible. We're already at the almost 2 hours. Can you believe that? And I've only talked about one, so I need to speed it up, and then you guys can follow up. Number 2 skill as a freelancer that you can offer is graphic design. As you know, visual communication is crucial, and businesses require professional graphic designers for logos, branding, marketing, materials, and web design. Graphic design is another skill that can never die. I don't care how many AI tools they put in there. It just makes you to be a player without necessarily being a good designer yourself. You may not know how to design, but with AI tools now, you can compete in that space, because there are some AI tools now where you don't even need to do any design yourself. You do the design by word of mouth. You tell the AI, I want you to design a picture of a girl who is on a bicycle, looking at the moon, wearing a red shoe and a red cap, whatever your imagination can describe. AI tool will bring it for you, meaning now you can be a graphic designer if you want it. You don't, the definition of a graphic designer is going to change with time. People still don't understand what this is all about. In another 2-3 years, some of the best graphic designers will not know how to use Photoshop, will not know how to drag one design from one place to the other. They will just be talkers, people with amazing imagination who can put it on paper. Those will be the designers of the future. Once you figure out the prompt that you give to Midjourney or any of those softwares, they will bring out amazing designs, even though they did not touch anything. All they did was speak, because you can speak to this, some of these AIs now, or type. That is a new level of design. One guy in Toronto, I think, won a graphic design contest using AI tool called Midjourney. And Midjourney, you don't design by your conventional design. You talk to Midjourney, or you type instructions for Midjourney. The same way we just type instruction to write email now. That's how you type it. So with graphic design, because that is something that can never go out of need. Everybody needs graphic designs, from church to politicians to business people, everybody, to social media users. Graphic design is a need that will never go away. And with the help of ChatGPT and AI tools, you can then become a player in that space. Now you can design logos effortlessly in a matter of seconds that will beat the logo that is being designed at Harvard. I'm not kidding, depending on how you prompt your software. Banners, book covers, and you know book covers are never going to go out of place. In fact, there are more book cover, there's more demand for book covers now, because more people can write books, which are GPT now. But many people cannot do their own design. I just told you guys, I've written about 32 books so far this year. But each one of those covers, I still have to contract it out to Mutiu to design for me. Not that I cannot use any of the AI tools, but I don't like design. It has never been my thing. I don't even want to go learn the prompts, meaning that for me to use Midjourney, I have to learn the prompts. I have to learn how to describe what my book should look like. That to me is work. I don't want to do that work. So I'd rather just pay somebody. So same way, a lot of people are still going to be paying you money to do these graphic designs for them, even when they know you are using AI. In fact, I just told Mutiu, my official graphic designer for all my companies, is one that if you see any design from me, 95% chance it was designed by a guy called Mutiu. He's been doing it for me for 10 years now or more. And I gladly pay him his worth his weight in gold. He charges me per design. He's not my employee. He's a freelancer, like I'm trying to tell you guys to do. Every month, he sends me a bill. So when I give him a design, or any of my staff gives him a design, he just designs it. He doesn't even ask me. I've told him those who can give him designs to do. Bayo, Eric, Funke, and King Glue, my 4 closest associates, that anytime they need a design from me, just design it, then bill me at the end of the month. At the end of the month, he will tabulate all the designs he's done. This month, I just paid him in Nigerian money over 200,000 naira. And it's not my staff. I just give him stuff to do, and he does, right? I've just told him that if he doesn't go and learn Midjourney, he will not be my designer by the end of June. I want him to use AI tools, contrary to what you think. Why should he be taking 10 days to do design for me if he can have tools that can help him design it in 1 day? I told him I don't want to be waiting 4 or 5 days for you to give me my designs anymore. So you need to go get the AI tools that can help you to do these designs in 5 minutes, in 3 minutes. Skill will still show. The more, it's just that the skill is different now. The skill is not about how you can drag mouse to make a circle or not make a circle. The skill will not be in you being able to describe for the AI what you want. And I repeat it again, the biggest designers of the future are going to be people with the most fertile imagination and who can describe what they are seeing in their head, like a Michelangelo type of design. The Sistine Chapel that when I went to Rome and I saw this thing, I passed out. The sheer detail of that painting. But you can sit down and imagine heaven like that and start to describe it to ChatGPT, to Midjourney or other AI tools. They will bring it out in vivid color. We're already seeing it. Amazing designs. I'm still looking for someone to partner with me who is really interested in graphic design, who is going to go learn. I'm not saying I don't need you to be a good designer. I don't even want a good designer. Those ones will not learn quickly. They will still be looking for their mouse. Somebody who has a great imagination, who can describe, who will go and learn the prompts. You can contact me privately. I'm serious because I have several projects that I want to do that will include, I will partner with the person and then If maybe give them a job, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will test them. If I know that you can use Midjourney well, I have too much projects in my head that will make me money. One guy, let me digress again, on this same app, I'm talking to Clubhouse people now. His name is Rundown. Many of you may know him. He's another of my coaches because I go to his room. I always recognize those that I go to their rooms to learn. Just like people come to my own rooms to learn the little I know. There are places I go to go and learn. This guy is called Rundown. You can check him. I encourage you to follow him. He opens a AI room every day too, just like I'm doing now. And I'm going to keep doing even after the boot camp is over. But the guy, he has gone to learn Midjourney. He's not a designer himself, but he went to learn Midjourney. I'm saying exactly what the man said in his room, and I know him. I've been there every day. So what he does is that he picks up on a trend. Recently, when they gave there's this big artist that was recently killed. So that was killed many years ago. They just gave him his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Those of you who are following entertainment, it's not Notorious Big, the other guy. You know, Notorious B.I.G. and there was another guy that they were fighting and both their fans. Tupac. Yeah, Tupac is his name. They just gave Tupac his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is surprising. I thought the man would have had it for a long time. And then Ronda went and designed a picture of Tupac showing up live to come and collect, to come and witness his star. That's simply genius. He just started up. And then so he did this picture as if Tupac actually came to look at his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If we had to tell you how much he has made with that picture now, you will not believe. You can go look for him on Instagram. That picture itself has done more than 4 million views. And finally, he got it together. I think after he passed the 1 million view mark, he finally figured out how to monetize it. Now, they are shipping that thing, that picture, from a website, and also I think it's on Amazon.com now. Different sizes, from $75 to $225 to $299. Basically, it's now a painting. The same way you buy a painting, they frame it and send it to you. I saw that. He didn't tell me. I didn't even know he has put it on pay. If you go online now and I don't know the key, maybe if you put a Tupac picture plus rundown or something, I don't know the name he uses. It probably might come up. I may go look for. I don't have time to go search on this Clubhouse. If you search rundown, follow the guy, you will see the link to where he's selling it. And it's so literally hundreds, if not thousands, in a few days. Because Tupac has his own big fans who want that picture because it's a unique picture. He created it himself from thin air, from just typing to ChatGPT to Midjourney. And the picture looks like Tupac. It looks like great art, looking at his star at the Hollywood Walk of Fame. That is the kind of money you can make. You won't even need to be waiting for people. Those are the projects I have. I don't want to talk about my projects in public. I have like 3, 4 like that. I just need a guy that will be dedicated, who's going to be a master of Midjourney. He's going to, even if he doesn't understand it yet, but he's willing to learn. I'm going to give him all the prompts. I'm going to show him how to get himself. And then we're going to be sitting down, imagining some ideas. And if I'm not getting it right, maybe I'm not going to force myself to go and learn it, because imagination is the key. That is what AI can do for you. So imagine you then decide that you want to become an artist. Maybe you have been dreaming of becoming an artist or a graphic designer, but you can't do it because you don't have the skill to be able to draw mouse or to carry pen or to carry canvas and be painting. You don't have that skill, but you can think, you can talk. You simply describe what you want to see on that canvas. I want a picture of Jesus coming down from heaven for his children, and the faithful going up in the sky with him, with this, with that. Describe it in the minute details, the way you want it to look like. Boom. Midjourney gives it to you. Then you turn that into artwork that you're now selling, just like another artwork. You're selling it online. How hard can it be? But that is a whole next level. I'm talking about graphic design. Now, basic things like logo. Everybody plus their father and their mother and their mother-in-law, they want a logo. The minute somebody thinks of a business, the first thing he's thinking about is, I need a logo, even if they don't have a business plan yet. And many businesses never take off ground, but they have logo. They have banner, just like me. When I think of an idea, the first thing I tell Muti to do for me is design a logo for me for this. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the business yet. So I have my logos the man has designed, and he charges me for every one of them. And many of them, I don't do anything with it. It just says there, and then I've moved on. But that's how human beings are. So the market for logo can never go down. Banners, book covers. Everybody is writing books now. Not everybody can design a good cover. Not everybody even has the patience to spend a few days to master how to use Midjourney to create design. So you can position yourself in that market. Sales funnels need graphics on them. I used to pay somebody, and I still pay people to design sales pages for me. Right now, I'm paying somebody to design sales, even though I own a website builder that designs sales pages. But I pay somebody to do the designs for me because I don't want to do it. Even though I know it's going to be using AI tools to do it, but that's his job. I'm not a designer. I don't want to be a designer. So I paid him, bulk amount even. And they will pay you too. All right. So what are the AI tools you can use to be a great graphic design professional? OpenAI.com, when you go to the main site, they said they have the graphic part of it there. I forgot the name, they call it LE or something, because it doesn't interest me. I don't even go there to go look for it. But when you get to OpenAI.com, you see it. There's phrase.io, Dale, thank you, or Dali. I think there was a movie called Dali or whatever, DALE. When you get to OpenAI.com, the Dale or the Dali, you download it again. All these things are free, or at most, they'll say $20 a month, some ridiculous money. For the kind of money you are making, it's nothing. Jasper, I'm hearing a lot about Jasper. I've never used Jasper myself, but everywhere I go on Clubhouse, before they talk 3 things, they mention Jasper for graphic design. So it's something you should check. Jasper.ai. They say the one I also recommended earlier, AI360tools.com/writer, RYTR. Hopefully my assistants in there, you are posting this in the chat for them. Please do that, because I only have 2 hands. I'm live on 4 different platforms right now. All right, so let me see who's assisting me on Clubhouse. Olufunke, you are there, and Eric, what are you guys doing? Please be typing these things for them, please, in the chat. King Glue, I know you are holding down Clubhouse, so I don't need to tell you. Just type it for them, please. That's what assisting means. Or do I need to go and create my own AI? Get rid of every one of you. Let me have an AI helping me out on Clubhouse and an AI helping me on Gist House. That time is coming. If you like, be doing it anyhow. Trust me, you'll be able to deploy your AI on these places. And after all, now you can close your voice. And then you just post text, it will be saying, and they will be doing it. Okay? Yes. Somebody said I'm a graphic designer, but this number 2 is not for me. It's okay. Nobody's asking you to. Some graphic designer will fight. They will go down swinging. They will never believe that you can get designs done without using all those their Photoshop and all that bullshit they're using. They will never believe it until all of a sudden they don't have a market. Then they'll be wondering. They start scrambling instead of dragging mouse, speaking to it. But of course, some people may not have imagination. They may not know how to describe what they want, but you can't be a great designer if you can't even describe what you don't have something in your head. You have it there. Anyway, this is not a fight. I'm teaching. WordAI.com. These are tools you can use to assist you with your graphic design. Bing.com/create. AlphaCamL.com. It's alpaca. Alpaca ML. UIZard.io. UIZard.io. All right. Of course, the number 1, I'm surprised that is not even listed here. Eric, what are you doing? Midjourney is the most popular right now and the most potent from what I'm hearing from those who have been doing designs. Midjourney is not free. I think you wanted to list mostly free. Midjourney, I think you have to pay $10 a month or $20. I can't remember. I know I subscribe, but I've never used it. You have to get it through Discord. And then from Discord, you subscribe. But even if you're not using Midjourney, there's so many of them. Even if I've not listed the one you like, you can just Google. Okay? AI tools for graphic design. If you put that in bad, not ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is not very current. Put that in bad. Please list all the, please list 20 AI-based graphic design tools that I can use to design, to do any type of graphic. If you tell bad.google.com that, it will list all of them for you. And then all you do is log in, play with them, and then master one or two. I'm not going to recommend that you try to master everything. You're just going to spend your life learning how to use tools. Just pick one. Midjourney, if I were you, because that's the one that is most popular. That's the one that has a lot of prompts out there that you can borrow. Because you want to start from where it is easy. You don't want you don't want to work difficult stuff. Midjourney will be my number one recommendation. But if you don't like that, pick the one that you like. Pick the one that is that is good for you, and then go to town. I have, for instance, on copywriting and everything else, I've generally stayed with ChatGPT, even though I have almost 1,000 AI tools. Most of them, I don't even open it. Some of them I even subscribe. When I was checking it, when they were mentioning it, I go there, I take a look around, I like what I'm seeing. They say it's $10 a month, $5, $20. To me, that's nothing. I subscribe. I've subscribed to maybe 20, 30. But I don't go there to go use it. I just leave it because I can't spend my life just playing around with software. I want to make money. Canva has also put AI there now, canva.com. Canva has AI. They've upgraded their software with AI. I also have one called Designer, but Designer is going to be put down soon because we have not put in the AI part of it. Everything is AI now. Nobody wants to mess around with just all this hard work, at least not me. All right. So Canva is, but Canva still has all this drag and drop part of it too, but it also has the AI part. So Midjourney, Canva, if I were you, you can use that to play in the graphic game. So once you have decided that, okay, I want to provide graphic services, here are some tools, some websites where you can list your services, just like some of the ones I already listed. Upwork, freelancer.com, fiverr.com, guru.com, 99 Designs, designcrowd.com. These are more design-oriented freelancing sites. 99designs.com, designcrowd.com. Somebody help me put some of these on the charts, please. Funke, King Glue, Bayo, Eric, please do your jobs, please. All right. Okay. Designcrowd.com, 99designs.com. Those are just some examples. Simplified.com, designs.ai, vectornator.ai.io, sorry, vectornator.io, pictochat.com. I still haven't seen anything typed on Clubhouse. I don't know if Funke is gone and is there or not. If you are also in the audience, you can help me type it just in case my staff are out of here. Sometimes they dodge away like that once they see that this thing is getting long. I don't see them anymore, even though I have four of them that are supposed to be assisting me on all these platforms. So if you're out there and you get these things, just type it in the chat for your for fellows, please. Photor.com, Photor.com. Midjourney. Aha. Midjourney, that is the one that I think I like a lot. Midjourney and Canva. Those are the primary ones that I will recommend. But you do what you got to do. The only thing you don't want to do is just be an acquirer of AI tools, which is what most people do, at least that I notice, not just on Clubhouse, everywhere. People just get excited about these tools. They keep writing them down. But 1 week after, they still haven't done anything with any of them. You're not going to make money that way. You're not going to make money. You're just going to be like my son says. My first son, when he saw that I have about 1.2 trillion gigabytes on my system, it's like, what? Where did you get all this content? That you're a hoarder of information. You just get it and you hoard it on your system. Don't be a hoarder of AI tools. You're supposed to use it to make money. And you don't want to use all of them. You're going to get confused. Many of them are copy of each other. Many of them are using the API connection of each other. In fact, most of them, they're using the API of ChatGPT, and that's just the truth. Because the API of ChatGPT is open. So what the developers do, those who know how to do that, they tap into the API to create their own version of what ChatGPT can do. They just narrow it down to a specific set of skills. And then they put it in a very nice graphic on their website, and then they sell that separately. But everything they're selling to you can be done on ChatGPT. So I'm not saying don't get other. Yes, Amunidara say, can I be a volunteer for? Yeah, I'm looking for volunteers. Inbox me on WhatsApp. Let's chat and let's see. Okay, I'm not looking to hire anybody. I'm looking for those who want to partner or those who want to learn. I have too many staff. I'm trying to get rid of some of them. It's AI that we are talking about now. All right. So don't come to me if it's a job you are looking for. I'm not looking for those who want the job. I want those who want to win. Okay. Let's moving on. Number 2, if you understand number 2, give me a 2. I can't do any back channel right now. I'm teaching. Please, if you understand, give me a 2. Okay. Let's move to 3 now. Okay. Time is good. Translation services and localization business. I don't know what that means. Translation is what we want to focus on. In other words, in this, as businesses expand globally, the need for freelance translators to translate content, documents, and websites into different languages continue to grow. Wherever I reach in the next 30 minutes, I'm going to stop this training and then we'll engage in a discussion. But then I will have spent 3 hours. So I'm going to rush. I had 10 I wanted to teach, but you get the gist. Translation. What are the AI tools to assist in content translation and localization? Because that is the direction of business right now. You will see people say, oh, they want to do so many languages. You will see people want to translate from one language to the other. It's everywhere with their software, with their books, with everything. So it's a big business. And many out there have no clue how to do this. Before, it used to be a few people that have the control of this stuff and they charge big money. And you have to have so much training or have the tools to be able to do it. Some of them are very expensive. But with ChatGPT and other AI tools out there now, you can be a translator with 0 cost. Here are some tools you can use, some AI tools you can use to do that. Google Translate has always been free. They've just been upgrading it, and I think eventually it's add some AI in it now. Translate.google.com. DeepL, DeepL, DeepL.com. Guys, help me out, help me out. Those on Zoom can see this, those on Facebook can see this, but those on Gstars and Clubhouse cannot see this. So please help me type it in there. Please. DeepL is DeepL.com. Mirai Translate, MIRAI, translate.com. Mirai Translate.com. memsource.com. M for Mary, E for Edward, M for Mary, SOURCE. memsource.com. MEMSOURCE.com. How come I don't have anybody typing for me on Gstars? Gstars, are you guys still hearing me? Okay, King Lou, if you are there, how come you're not typing anything? I hate this. When we are in training, you need to stay here with me, man.
I'm typing all of them in one sheet, then I'll just submit it.
No, that's not the way to do it. No, that's not what I asked you to do, sir. As I call it, please type it on the screen. Thank you. So everybody will not be here to the end of the training. That's why they are leaving the room, because they're not getting this stuff. Don't let us quarrel. I told you what we need to do. All right. memsource.com, memsourse.com. Matecat.com. Matecat is MATECAT.com. Matecat.com. Then there is, of course, bing.com/translator. Oh, Matecat is MATE, Mary, M for Mary, A for Apple, T for Tom, E for Edward, CAT, matecat.com. Then there's bing.com/translator. Bing has they've come out smoking. They've launched their own ChatGPT equivalent, and they are giving ChatGPT a run for his money. In a couple of years, I'm not even sure if ChatGPT is one that's going to be leading this game. These big boys, they are not playing. All right, I've turned off the video on Club on Gist House, because you guys are not seeing my screen anyway, so there's no point. Okay, so let's keep going here. All right, now Upwork.com is a website. If you once you got your tools, you have familiarized yourself with the one you want to use. Now you need to list your services, like I said, in 10 different freelancing websites. That is when you become a professional, regardless of which of the freelancing stuff you are picking. That's the first level. When we get to where we're going to talk about marketing, not sure it's today, but maybe in our club as we go, we're going to talk about how to market your freelancing services. Then I'll share 12 strategies for you. But the first one is you want to go to the freelancing site, list your services, announce yourself as a freelancer. Freelancer.com, Fiverr.com, pros.com, PROZ.com. Now I'm talking about websites where you advertise your services as a freelancer. We are done with the AI tools. Now we are talking about websites where you can go sell your services, so that you are not confused. Translators Cafe. Translators. Then CAFE. Translators Cafe. TRANSLATORSCAFE.com. Translatorscafe.com. More sites for you to do translation and localization services. Gengo.com or Django, GENGO, Django.com. 1hourtranslation.com. 1 hour is ONEHOUR translation.com. 1hourtranslation.com. 1hourtranslation.com. Then there is textmaster.com. Textmaster.com. Text as in TEXT.com. Textmaster.com. Smartling, SMARTLING, SMARTLING.com. On Babel, on Babel.com, UNBABEL.com. You know the Tower of Babel. This one is on Babel, UNBABEL.com. Now you have no excuse. Start from where you can. Now you can say, oh, I want to be in the graphic design business. I want to be in the translation business. And then the first thing you want to do for yourself, before you even start to wonder how else will I market my services, go and put your services on 10 different freelancing websites. If you don't know how to create a gig, look for the same people that are providing the kind of skill that you want to provide. look at the way they describe their gig, then create your own like that. Just change one or two things over. That's it. You can even ask ChatGPT to write out your gig description that I'm going to be providing services as a translator on Fiverr. I want you to write me an award-winning or an exciting and gig-winning gig description for a graphic designer. ChatGPT will write it for you. So you don't even need to copy what somebody else has written. But you can do that. You can go copy the ones that have got a lot of jobs. Somebody who has done 1,000 jobs, 500 jobs. You can copy a script and then give it to ChatGPT to rewrite for you in an original way. How about that? So you don't even have to copy the guy. You just want your own version. I want you to write something even better than this great gig description that I found on Fiverr. And I want it to be original. I don't want you to plagiarize. Write it. ChatGPT will give you an amazing one. All you do is copy, put it there. Typically, when I teach this and in the master class that I'm going to be augmenting later, I'm actually going to go in there and help people create a gig. We're going to do a step-by-step gig creation. I typically make Eric do that part of the training because Eric is very good at that, where I can then take you through the step-by-step process for creating your gig on Fiverr, on freelancer.com and all that, but we don't have time to do that today, but that will be part of the freelancing masterclass that I'm going to be selling after this. Of course, I'm going to go more into details. The masterclass will include extensive training on how to market your services for money. What we are doing right now is what services to do. That's what all this is about. But once you decide, you still need to know how to market this. So that is going to be in our freelancing masterclass. We already have one, but I'm going to do an updated version that will be given to those who have the freelancing masterclass. And again, the freelancing masterclass is $297. It's about, I think, 12 hours of training that includes marketing, includes how to create the gig, includes everything like times 4 what you are listening to now, but in much more details. For those of you who are interested in that, you can let me know. We will let you have it if you're interested. Okay, so number 4, professional voiceover services. I love this one. I really, really love this one because before you have to have major tools to be able to provide voiceover services, and they're not even good. They sound like machine. So for those who want to use it for their businesses, it's not very good. So we have to go to places like freelancer.com or Fiverr, those of us who launch products, because for every one of your products, you're going to need a sales video. So after you have paid people to write the sales copy for you, you now have to pay somebody to create the video. After they create to create the video for you. Now, to create the video, they need a they need the audio copy for your video, because the video creators most time will not create the audio for you. They're only just to put graphics on your audio. So you have to do the audio separately, and people will charge you per minute. It can be anywhere from $10 to $100 per minute, depending on who you pick. If I had to go back to Fiverr now and show you that, you will see it, or go there yourself, or freelancer.com and check. It's a big, big business. The voiceover, that's all they do. So if you are going to launch a product, let's say you have a 5-page funnel. Each of you, those 5 pages will need a voiceover, to go to the video. You're going to need video, but the video is done by somebody else. Somebody else does the voiceover. Then you carry the voiceover, you give it to the video creator. And for voiceover too, it ranges from $10 to $100 per minute, even more. And you can play in that game now. Before, people have to actually go to studio and do it. Most still go to studio to do it now in their house. They have a studio in their house, and then they do for it to sound human-like. Because you don't want to use the one that sounds like a machine for your sales copy or your sales page. Those don't sell well. But guess what? AI has changed all of that. It started with Amazon Azure. And we all do understand what's going on. Amazon Azure now add voices that are very close to human. Now there's so many AI tools out there now where you can actually do voiceover for people without using your voice. And it will sound 100% human. AI tools, so you can provide that service now. In fact, you can even go to the next level. Now you can take voices that are popular, that are very good, that you know, okay, Professor Chris is here. All right. Let me bring him up. I'm wrapping up the training now in 16 minutes, but then we are going to turn into Q&A so that we can have more participation. Then for the full masterclass, I'll just continue later, because in the masterclass, I want to include the full marketing materials, how to market, how to make money with this stuff, which I may not be able to go to in a 4-hour session. But what I'm saying about voiceover services is that voiceover services are never going to go out of fashion. Marketers like me, product launchers like me, there are thousands, if not millions of them all over the world. To launch your product, you need voiceover for your sales video if you want to be professional. So you will have to go to freelancing websites that I've shared with you, and I'm going to share more with you, to go order it. Now, with AI, you can get into the game, because AI has taken the game to a whole new level where the voices sound almost 100% human. And you can pick from a variety of voices. If you go to Revoicer, for instance, I'm going to give you some of the tools in a minute. They have literally dozens. You play to see what it sounds like, you pick that, and then you use it to create your voiceover in literally 1 minute. The content that the client gives you, you post it into Revoicer or any of those AI tools, and then you click enter. And right before your eyes, in under 10 seconds, perfect audio is done. So you can be a player. And if it is a Professor Imafidon's voice you like, and you want to do a voiceover like him, all you need to do is go and find his recording where he spoke for about 5-10 minutes. You take that voice, you post it into these AI tools, they will clone his voice for you. 11labs.io, play.ht. I have to be transparent. I subscribe to play.hp. It's actually like, I think, $400 or $480 a year that I paid, but it didn't work for me. Maybe I've not tuned it well. Everybody keeps telling me it was the prompt I gave it. I've gone back and given it several of my audios. For some reason, it's not sounding like me. So I know it's my fault. I've seen a lot of people who have used play.ht and it sounds like them. I've seen Jaden use it. That was a gentleman that introduced it to me for the first time. He gave him a very, very good replicated voice. I've seen many other people use it. So I'm agreeing that it is me. Okay, so it might work for you. You might test it before you pay. There is a Descript. There's many of them. So now you can play in the game. Now let's look at, and everybody, not just product launchers, product creators, advertisers. The service is the market is endless. So what are the AI tools that will help you to be able to offer these services? After all, that's what this bootcamp is about. How to monetize AI for your business, different businesses that you can do with AI. Today, if you are just joining, we are talking about freelancing, and I'm talking about 10 different types of businesses you can do under the freelancing area alone. This is different from ebook publishing that we discussed on day one. This is different from grant writing, even though grant writing can also be a freelancing business, okay? So Revoicer, I've used this one, it's very, very good. I've actually used it to do the audio of several of my books. That's another thing now, which you can use to provide book audio book versions for people who have books. The market is endless. Not everybody is aware of that. Even if they are aware, not everybody wants to use it. That's what I keep telling everybody. The fact that it is available and anybody can go do it does not mean all book writers want to do it. I gave mine to somebody to use, even though I'm also the one that gave them Revoicer. I know it's Revoicer they were using, I gave it to him and I said, use this to create the audio version of my book for me. So you want to check it out. It's a great AI tool. There's also Audacity, audacityteam.com. I don't know how great their AI is now, but it does perfect voiceover for you. There's the script, very popular one now. The script is an AI tool that one said, just playing it, just typing the text in there, it will not only create it, AI, it can even maybe create video. I can't remember, I haven't used it. wellsaidlabs.com. Guys who are typing, please let me type this in there for me, please. Descript.com, DSCRIPT.com. Revoicer is REVOICER. Who are assisting me on Zoom. Okay, Zoom don't need to type it. It is the Clubhouse and Gstars people that need to type. Zoom guys are looking at it. They should write it by themselves. Okay. No, the script is DESCRIPT. Descript.com. Revoicer.com. Always put the extension because they are sometimes they are AI, they are this, they are that. Okay. Thank you, King Glue. Thank you, Funke. All right. The script is DESCRIPT.com. Well Said Labs. WELLSAIDLABS. Well Said Labs.com. Lovo.ai. LOVO.ai. Speechify.com. Speechify, SPEECHIFY.com. Morph.ai, MURF.ai. MURF.ai, Morph. Synthesis.ai. I hear about that a lot. It's like that one can do a lot, just like marketing blog. It looks like Synthesis can do a lot. Listener.tech. LISTNER. The E is missing. LISTNR.tech. It's deepbrain.ai. Deepbrain. DEEPBRAIN.io. Olufunke, there is no E. It's LISTNR. Please pay attention. LISTNR.tech. Play.ht. Play is PLAY, like they're playing with your friend. Play.ht. And the last one is app.sonantic.io. Sonantic is SONANTIC. SONANTIC. app.sonantic.io. I've given you about 11 or 12 of these tools deliberately. But make no mistake, guys. You don't need all of them. You can write it just to make yourself feel good. But nobody makes money feeling good writing stuff down. You just need to then go check out, settle down for 1 or 2 maximum. That's how you make money. Using so many tools, paying for so many tools, you're just going to be giving money away. Nobody makes money just spending money. You will spend money. I spend a lot of money. A lot of this stuff I'm telling you, I actually subscribe and paid, like play.ht. I paid $480. Because I did the annual subscription. So don't get me wrong, I'm a believer in paying for stuff. But you have limited money. Don't just keep paying for everything. Pay for what you absolutely need, especially when it concerns these softwares. Because there are thousands of them that are coming out every day, fast and furious. Why? Because the API of ChatGPT is open, is public. So those web developers who know how to create a clone or a version of ChatGPT, they are creating all sorts and putting more stuff in there for themselves. That's what you do when you know how to play with API. So many of these softwares, they are like a reiterated version of ChatGPT. I'm being honest with you guys. What they simply have done is maybe they added a few features here and there or rearrange it better. But ChatGPT is what most are still using. So why do you need to be buying all of them? Figure out how to use ChatGPT to do what you need to do, because it is free to you. Unless, of course, you do the subscription to be able to get more plugins, which, like I said, hasn't worked well for me. If I had a choice, I wouldn't do the subscription. All right. So here are popular websites where you can sell your services, the usual suspects: Upwork.com, Freelancer.com, Fiverr.com, Voices.com, Voice123.com. You don't have to retype the ones we have typed before, guys. Just type the ones that are new, like Voices.com. That's a big place to offer your services as a voiceover specialist. Voice123.com. Thank you, Iris Johnson. I saw you sharing the room. I want to encourage everyone. Please help me share this room. If you have not yet shared it, please share it. If you have shared it before, please share it again. Whether you're on Clubhouse or you're on Gist House, it is important to get as many people involved in this as possible. Everybody learning what you are learning is not going to reduce your money. Trust me, I speak from the point of abundance. Teaching you everything I know is not going to stop my own money. It's only going to make you to make money. But there's a lot of money in there. So that ChatGPT, you type Sonantic wrong. It's Sonantic, Sonantic. Okay. So please share this room. Share this room, share this room, share this room. Invite 5 to 10 of your friends. If you're on Clubhouse, you know you can invite your friends. Let them come and hear. All right. Yes, Iris, I got you. Thank you. The replay will be available on, of course, on the Business 360 Club room. If you have not yet joined the Business 360 on Clubhouse, please go to the top of the room and waitlist yourself to be a member of our club. We are going to be doing the premium one. Like I said, I keep saying I'm going to bring it out this Monday, but it's still not ready. I'm very particular. I want the vault to be ready. So that by the time you are paying me to be a subscription member, I want to make sure you get the value that I'm promising you, so that people don't go and say I'm a 419. All right. But in the meantime, you can join the free one right here on Clubhouse. And also for those of you on Gist House, we have a Business 360 Club there. Search for it and then join it. Okay. Still on places to list your services for voiceover, Boldago.com. Bodalgo.com. Boldago.com. Voice Bunny. It's another nice one. Voicebunny.com. VOICEBUNNY. These are places you can sell your services as a voiceover professional, and you don't ever have to use your voice. I've shared with you earlier the AI tools you can use to do that, so don't get it confused. Typically, I will share the AI tools you can use to do this stuff with you. Then I share with you the places you can sell your services for this tool. Typically, I normally will go back to the website and show you what other people are doing, how they are doing it, the kind of money they are making on these freelancing websites. But I don't have that time today. Voice Bunny. Bunny as a B-U-N-N-Y, like a rabbit. Voicebunny.com. VOICEBUNNY.com. Mandy Voices. That's mandy.com/voices. Mandy, MANDY.com/voices. And then there's ACX.com. Believe it or not, ACX.com is connected to Amazon. Apparently, if you have your books on Amazon, you can get the audio version of it done on ACX, and it will automatically go on Audible. That is so powerful, it's not even funny. I just gave you a very powerful deal here. When you publish your book on Amazon, this is for you personally now, by the way, you can then go to acx.com, and that is where you order your voiceover. So you can be one of those guys providing that voiceover services now, because they require you to put in sample of your voice that you're going to use. Because many of these AI tools now, they have audio versions, audio characters that cannot be detected as AI, an artificial intelligence audio. They will accept it. I've seen some guys who have managed to get themselves accepted, because typically they don't want you to use technical stuff. They want it to be your voice. Even if they don't accept it at acs.com, I'm saying that's another way to monetize your book better. Now I'm slipping into marketing. I really don't want to talk marketing. Because once you have a book published, you also want to have the audio version of it. Audio version sell for like ×3 or ×4 the book price. And then all of a sudden, you now have your books on Audible. You have it on many audio sites. It's incredible. So it's just working for you. Okay. Voicecrafters.com. Voicecrafters.com. King Blue, be paying attention. I didn't say mandyvoices.com. I say mandy.com/voices. That's a different thing. Mandy.com/voices. Then there is ACX, A for Apple, C for Charles, X for X-ray.com. And then voicecrafters.com. Fifth skill under freelancing. I have 10 listed, but it looks like this is one we're going to stop at because it's 3 o'clock, my time. That means we've been going at this now for 3, if not 4 hours. Amazing. I think we started at 12 noon. Okay, so that's 3 hours. Actually, no. I think it's 11 o'clock my time, 12 noon Eastern. Okay, web development. There are lots of web developers in high demand. They are still in high demand. They will still be in high demand, despite the fact that there are many AI tools out there that will create a website with one click for you. I know many of you will not believe what I just said. You go to some of these AI tools, you just tell it the type of website you want. It will create everything complete with the pages to the site, with the graphics in there, everything as if you spent 1 month developing that website. The thing has spirit. And imagine how many people, how much you can get paid providing web development services. You don't have to have any technical skill anymore. At least for most website development, somebody has a company, he wants you to create, he has a restaurant. They need a website okay, say we start, so it's 3 hours. So I started at 12 noon my time, so 1 p.m. New York time. Thank you so much for that, Odutayo. So my point is that website development is still one of the most high-value services you can provide out there. Everybody wants one. You can charge $1,000, $500, $250 if you are really cheap. If you tell somebody you are going to build a website for them for $200, they probably would think the website is too cheap. So they will happily give you, they see the kind of one you are producing for them. Meanwhile, you are going to create that website with one click of a button. From the many sites like that. Some of them, it may not be one click. You give it the information, you click enter, website begin to develop in your presence as if you are God commanding, let there be light. You know, we are getting close. The Bible said that we are going to be like God now, Abi. It is the word God used, it's word that God used to create this world. Let there be light, and there was light. Now AI is telling you, you can tell it, let there be a picture of a boy running up and down. And you hit enter, the picture comes out. That is power, guys. That is power. We are beginning to use some of our potential. You know, we have been told that human beings have been using less than 10% of their brain power. So we are creating stuff that is going to help us utilize it more. I don't see the AI as controlling us. We control them. You saw me type instruction for ChatGPT now, and it's answering me like my boy. Yes, sir, I understand, sir. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to do as you have said. Now give me instruction and let me go. We are in control. And we will be in control forever. Forget all those ones that are telling you. We will control these AI tools because we created them. We still have to prompt them. They're in that. Web development. What are the AI tools you can use to provide web development services? GitHub Copilot. This one I haven't checked. I'm just giving the websites that you can go check out yourself. That's a disclaimer. Some of these websites I've not personally checked them, but I trust my assistants and I trust ChatGPT that is giving me some of this information. Eric helped me to put this one together. All right, so check it out. If you don't like it or it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, just move away. Don't come and be disturbing me in my private and say, okay, that thing doesn't work well to develop site. Find your own. Ask ChatGPT to tell you. It will tell you. Number 2, there is Visual Studio. Microsoft is the one that has it. I heard this one is crazy. I've not used it, but I've been hearing a lot of chatter about this Visual Studio by Microsoft. There's Lobe.ai or Lobe, depending on your accent. LOBE.ai. LOBE.ai. CodePen.io. CodePen is CodePen.io. Bootstrap. GetBootstrap.io.com. In fact, I'm on the verge of launching my own. I also have an AI-driven website builder called Smart Blocks, SmartBlocks.com. We have not launched it, but it's been launched on JVZoo and it's already done more than 6 figures. But my partner, his name is Leon Andrew. That's my partner that created it. It's a one-click website creator. It will create a complete website for you without looking right, without looking left, with all the pages included, with all the content included, with all the graphics included. And then you can decide you want to make some changes based on the instruction you give it. So this is not theory. As I'm telling you guys, I myself have assembled developers and I've built my own. Smart Blocks is coming to a phone near you very soon. Funnel360.net is a funnel builder, not just website. It also builds, does email, does calendar, does all this stuff. Almost like Ifyok's marketing blocks. Since Ifyok has carried that one to go now, I said, let me go and do something similar. So I have my own is coming. In fact, they're already testing it. They're using it as we speak. These things are not hard, but you want to be a freelancer. That's what we're teaching today. We're not teaching you software. Go check any of this out. And then you can be providing services as a website developer. The game is changing. I know you don't believe it because you don't know code. There are so many no-code softwares now. You don't have to code. You tell it what you want. The AI will do the coding for you. You just need to believe it. Like Jesus will say, when you do these things when you understand these things and you do it, you will know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Check out some of these softwares and then use them, and then you'll be free financially. Imagine if you by the time you start learning the marketing, obviously you still have to market your business. And today we're not talking the marketing, but that is an ongoing thing that I'm going to encourage everybody to join the Business 360 Club, the premium club. I'm going to start it only at $10 a month. It is the marketing side and a lot of the follow-up training is going to be in the vault for those who are members of that thing. They are going to always get it free. All my follow-up training, how to market, how to get clients, how to execute. We're going to be doing that for all these businesses. But you can also learn on your own if you don't want to join the Business 360 Club, Mr. Bayo. We promise we are going to introduce the club today, but you guys did not get me the link. Me and you, nobody is sleeping today. I need to introduce this tomorrow. All right? I need to introduce this tomorrow. So after this, me and you, we have to talk. GetBootstrap.com. Webflow.com. Webflow.com. Wix.com. Wix has been around for a while. Nobody knew it was AI powered. They've also upgraded it. You go to that place, you'll be able to create a website in literally 10 minutes. So your problem is not providing the service. Your problem is the marketing now. That's why marketing is king. I told everybody. Everybody will be able to write a book now, but how many of us can market well? Everybody will be able to provide web building services, but how many are going to be able to market it for 6 figures? Be able to launch their software for 6 or 7 figures. That is why my Launchify 360 that I talked about on Saturday, that's why it is the primary course I'm going to be marketing to follow up all this training, because you need that. When you get your stuff, you need to know how to launch yourself. You need to know how to make money with it. Number 8, Systemi. That one has my affiliate link, ai360tools.com/Systemi. Marketing block, that's the one we've been talking about, the one that is owned by Ifiok, ai360tools.com/marketing block. I think if I'm going to get any, if I were you and I'm going to get any other tool other than ChatGPT, to be honest with you, right now, at least until I launch my own smart blocks, it's marketing block I will get. Because everything else that most of this other stuff can do, marketing block can do it. So you have your ChatGPT for free. Then if you have to do a subscription software, instead of subscribing to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 software, I will subscribe to just this one. And the link is at the top of your room in Clubhouse. I don't know why Mr. King Glue has not posted it on Gist House. I don't know what I've done to you or what Ifiok has done to you. That software is the best in the marketplace. It does everything. It does copy, it does graphics, it does everything that many of these other softwares do. So why do you want to get so many of them and not just get one? And that is why I am pushing it hard. Yes, I'm an affiliate of it. I have to promote my brother's tool. Check it out. If it doesn't do what I tell you, then you don't have to subscribe. So the link is at the top of the room. Okay, but it's ai360tools.com/marketing blocks. Mr. King Glue, that's the least you can do. At least type it there. ai360tools.com/marketing block. ai360tools.com/marketing block. Block as in BLOCK. And there's Weebly.com. Weebly doesn't do as much as, doesn't even anywhere near close to what marketing block does, but it will build you a site, since we're talking about website at the AI assisted website building. And if you want to know whether these things work, you can try to build a website for yourself first now. You can even build your own freelancing website with it. Build your own, and from there, you can then offer it as a service to people. At least that way you are sure it is working. I can do what you are asking it to do. And then you go from there. All righty. There's the grid .studio. GRID.studio. I'm wondering why my people are just slow in doing this. Is it that you guys are not hearing me well? Funke is not Weebly, Ondo girl. It's Weebly, WEEBLY. You should even know the site because it's a popular site. Weebly, WEEBLY.com. She typed Weebly, you know, the way other people typed. Even though King Blue is typing Weebly, it's Weebly, WEEBLY. Thank you. Thank God I was paying attention. The people will be going there and be confused. Okay. The grid.studio. Sorry, grid.studio. GRID.studio. STUDIO. And if you want to be in the web development business, remember this is a no-code, web developer. That is a new dawn where you can build websites for companies, for projects at the click of a button or just a few buttons depending on the AI tool you are using. Now you can go list your services that you provide this because you have the secret weapon to do it if you have to. So you're not worried or scared that when they now give you a job, you can't do it. So you get those tools, test them, build some free websites for some of your friends or your family members who have a business. just to convince yourself that this thing can do it. And then once you have used that tool and you have experimented with it a few times, now you know for sure you can build a website. Then you go and list your services at the freelancing websites where they can order your services as your first marketing move. There's several of the marketing moves you have to make. Like I said, that's going to be subject of a different training that is going to be in as part of the full master class that I'm going to be doing, because that one is going to be very involved. I have to take those 12 strategies to get clients. I have to break it down. I have to log on to the website. So it's a lot of work for that master class, for freelancing master class. For those of you who might be interested in that, it's a $297 course for my students. Okay, we normally will sell it out there for $497. I'm not offering to you now because I don't have the updated version. We do have one right now that we are selling on our site for $497, freelancing marketing class. And it doesn't have anything about AI in it. I've been selling it for years, but I'm upgrading all my courses, and I'm going to include all these tools. I'm going to demo some of them. All right. Yes, many of these tools actually will host those sites for you. But of course, based on the subscription, that's Sylvester and Tony saying, what about hosting and domain SSL? Do these tools automatically provide? Not all of them. I know that Wix, for instance, they charge you per month for every site that is live. But remember, you are building it for a client. What do you care? The client is going to be paying. So because hosting is like saying a plot of land to put your house in. You might have a house, but that plot of land, somebody owns it. So many of them is covered by your subscription. Take Systemi, for instance. If you are to subscribe to Systemi, okay, Systemi, that number 8, ai360tools.com/Systemi. It is one subscription, but it hosts all your sites for you for free. And you can charge your clients extra for the hosting, but all your stuff is hosted there. The same thing with Funnelmatic, which is my own, funnelmatic.net. I'm even surprised they didn't put my own as number 1. I guess because we haven't launched it. By the time we launch it in before the end of this month. Yeah, Funnelmatic also will host all your sites for you. You don't have to pay separately. Weebly, I think it's also Weebly will charge you per site, I think. So it depends on the AI tool you are using. So just check it and pick the one that is suitable for you. I think Webflow is a subscription-based software, but it also charges you for every one of their templates that you use. Because every software has a way they make money, or you want it to be free. It can't be free now. They have to make their own money. So they have different models. Your own is to look at the model they have and then decide which one is suited for you, right? So here are some places you can list your services as a website developer. Guru.com. I think we've mentioned the rest, Fiverr, Freelancer, all of that. People Hour, CodeMentor.io, CodeMentor, CodeMentor, CodeMentor.io. Gigster, Gigster.com. And of course, there's Envato Studio, that's studio.envato.com. These are places you list your services to provide web development services for clients after you have mastered the AI tool. So I talk about the AI tool first, then where you're going to go market your services. But I'm going to have to stop here. Like I said, I can't cover the 10 that I have in my presentation today. We're already at the 3-hour mark, and we need to take a pause and basically have some discussion. The full training in the in my how would I call it, in my full master class, for those of you who will be buying that later. I actually not only just cover 10 different businesses. I even covered, let me see, I think I also covered extensively how to market your services. Okay, and you can see that it's too much. All right, I can't cover it in 3 hours. That is why. So okay, I'm just jumping here now. I'm trying to get to the, I think I took how to market your freelance services. That's a whole even deeper training than all of this, because then we're not going to details, what I call the professional freelancers Rainmaker Playbook. That playbook is how to help you make rain. When I say rainmaker is somebody who's making money in a business. I have an extensive training on marketing, which is my specialty, right? On different things you can do to generate income with your business. All right, that's it. If you love what you have had so far, give me a 20. Then we can then take your questions while I bring in some of my guests, okay? Where is, I don't know if Prof is still in the room. This is where I unleash Prof on you for a few minutes, and then we start taking questions. Prof, for those of you who are here yesterday, congratulations, because I was listening to the replay of it and I was like, wow, this man gave all of this for free. It's like me too. I think he also spent like 4 hours, 5 hours. We give you this stuff. A lot of coaches, they give you the fluff to make you buy their stuff. I'm not like that. I will give you everything I have. You see, does not mean I still won't sell my stuff, because not everybody that is here. Combined, Gist House, Clubhouse, Facebook, Zoom right now, if I add all of you up, you are not even up to 300, maybe 400. Out of the whole world, there's millions out there. So I'm not worried. And I was so happy when I was listening to Prof's presentation that was very, 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 very thorough, the way I like it. I'm not into this, somebody coming, just give you stuff that you can't activate, stuff that you cannot do immediately, and then they will tell you, go and sign up for my program. Sign up. I don't believe in that. I believe in giving you all I can give you. I wish I have time. I would have covered everything else. But I think 3 hours is more than enough for a human being. Okay, Prof, are you there? Okay, Prof might be a little bit busy. So if you have any question, now is the time. If you're on Clubhouse, just come up and tell us about it. Open your mic and speak. If you're on Gist House, this is the time you come up. But when I'm done here, I'm not going to come and be doing individual Q&A anymore. I'm doing general for everybody now. All right. Donald Chris on Zoom says, I was absent yesterday. How do I get the recording for yesterday, sir? You don't get the recording, you buy the recording. The recording is going to be available for Business 360 Premium Club members. I still don't have a link for you to sign up today because I want the members area to be ready so that when you're a club member, at least you can see something there. You can see some of the recording there. I'm launching my Business 360 Club again. Hopefully, I will have something by tomorrow. I was just trying to make sure we have something going. The Business 360 Premium Club is only going to be $10 a month. I only just want to use it to separate the time wasters from the people who are really serious. And then in that club, I'm going to have the recording of all my training that I'm doing going forward. And then I also have a vault of over 200 of my best trainings that you're going to have access to anytime you want. All right. Plus, we're going to have you on a special Facebook group. We are using Facebook for that. So that way Facebook has more tools for me to be able to do the exclusive training that we're going to be having. So it's going to be a special Facebook group that is closed only for members. And then, of course, we also have one hangout every week. That is just benefits you are getting just for the $10 subscription. Plus, anytime I do a paid event, you tend to get 50% discount as a club member. Even my products that are for sale, club members get 50% discount from the normal prices. Even the one that is $2,900. The only one you don't get discount, a 50% discount on, is my one-on-one coaching, which is $10,000. That one I don't compromise because of the work it takes. And that comes with a guarantee that if I coach you to launch your product and you do not do minimum $20,000 when you launch it, I will give you 100% refund and it's going to be in writing. So that one, I don't discount it. I don't want too many people. I just want 4 or 5 at a time that I can help to launch their own product, create it, and launch it to get their business going. Other than that, every other of my product, if you're a member of the Business 360 Club, you will get 50% discount as I launch my product. So yes, you can join the club tomorrow, Confidence Kalu, because I don't have the link for you to join now, and I don't want to take money in advance. I just want people to click a button, go pay their money because it's a monthly subscription, and then you have it. But I will try very hard to make sure I get you a subscription link tomorrow, even if the full membership area is not ready. I'll be working with my team after now to get it done. All right, confidence, so you get all of that. But this recording is available on Business 360 Club on Clubhouse for free right now. We have a Business 360 Club there that is free. It's a club membership on Clubhouse. So the recording is going to be for the members in there. So you want to go in there, and all you need to do is just join. Click at the button at the top and waitlist yourself to be a member of the club. That way you can have access to our recording. But once the premium is live, then the recording is not going to be there. It's not going to be open to everybody. It's going to be, but you still get to watch me, you still get to listen to me live, and that has got to come for something. Okay. More questions, please.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Obi. How are you? I just wanted to break in here.
Okay, great. Prof is here. Go ahead, Prof.
Listen, everyone has been on this call. It's central London. All you can eat. That's what never was. You come in, they only take $5.99 from you.
Prof, come to Zoom. Oh, come to Zoom. Prof, come to Zoom now. We can't hear you well. Oh, okay, okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Everybody that has a different website he gave you. Each website can feed your entire family. Not about the rest. If you go to that website, see the services they offer, then you come and research them for the real people that need it. You not need to be a computer engineer now. You don't need to connect to people that are in the front line. Dr. Office is in the front line. I mean, what is happening is something. So you have a leader. Those professors of computer science cannot teach you this because they don't know it. They teach you only the theory, and they teach you how to be a compiler. I'm telling you this, I can give you a link. You go and see that a bachelor's degree in computer engineering, after 4 years, you don't know any of it. So everybody is fraud. I know that. Because you have so many things you can do tonight. But please don't sleep over it. Just connect all these websites, visit them, see what is happening there, see what you're interested in, and start making money. Start making money now. And like you said, use the website for your church, or build it for your temple, or build it for your sister. From there, you can command the website to come out of existence right now.
Exactly. Exactly, guys. Just go do it. Don't think, wait till tomorrow. You do it. Guys, well, Prof, hold on a second before we go. Let me just wrap up this side and then we go to everybody talking. Guys, I want to appreciate, I want to be a man of my word because I had said it, that I gave you assignment. For those of you just watching us, this is our 8th day. Myself and Prof, we come here every day and we teach these things, okay? Day 1, we talked about commercial book writing, how you can be in the business of commercial book writing and be a master of it and make a lot of money on it. On day 2, we talk about, I think, grants, how to be a grant writer and how you can help people to apply for grants and get grants. Actually, that was day 3. Day 1 was intro. Day 2 was commercial business. And then we talk about affiliate marketing, how you can use AI tools to beef up your affiliate marketing business. And then on day 5, we talked about how to be in the business of blogging as a business, right? And every time I give an assignment, and I'd say the first time to do that assignment as a way of encouraging you, you're not doing it for me, remember? Whatever you do, you're not giving to me. Whatever book you write is still your book. Whatever assignment you do is your own assignment. It is, but for me as a teacher, I believe in incentivizing action. Because when you take action and you start doing well, that is when I actually get the accolades I need to get for my efforts. That is when I get the results. Because if I spoke for 4 hours and nobody did anything with it, I've just wasted my life for 4 hours. I've just wasted your life. So I go out of my way to try to get people to take action. Because if I can liberate one person financially, that might be 1,000 people I'm liberating, because that person will also go and start liberating other people. That is my own give back to society. So I'm big on people taking action. So what I do is, after every training, and by the way, we'll do the part 2 of freelancing tomorrow. I really want to take it to some of that marketing. I don't feel comfortable just teaching you how to go get it started. I will teach you at least 12 strategies, all right, on how to market your freelancing business. Maybe I'll rush through the other 5 and then do it. So we're going to do part 2 freelancing tomorrow, and it's going to focus more on the marketing so that my conscience is clear that I've released you. It's now up to you, okay? So I gave reward that the first 10 to take action, I'm going to give them free lifetime membership in this Business 360 paid club I'm talking about. So instead of $10 every month, they won't pay me anything for as long as they're members of that club. That's to tell you how much I'm willing to give for you to succeed. You're not buying anything from me, right? I'm giving you the club membership for free instead of paying me every month, just to encourage you to take action. And some of you did. Let me quickly celebrate them. And Mr. Bayo already has the names. Once the club is active, and they're going to send you your login details. If your name is called, and then we launch the club, and you don't get your own copy, please let my assistants know, either Funke or Eric or Bayo or King Glue. I have 4 of them that are assisting me, 2 senior managers and 2 assistants. So any of them will hook you up depending on whatever forum you are in. All right, there's John Oluwagbemiga, who wrote, is for the first time to write their own books using the strategies we taught them. John Oluwagbemiga wrote 7 Rules of Money. That's my friend. And that's to tell you guys that this is not about age. This is my colleague. We're friends, and also a very accomplished man, but he's not looking at it. I'm a big man. He went ahead and did it anyway. I'm very impressed. He doesn't have to. John is my very close friend. I mean, I'm not saying somebody just knows me casually. He knows me to my house. He's been to my house. He's eating in my house. We've gone out together. So he didn't say, Shibokpe don't teach. I didn't even know he was here until I saw his name here. I didn't even know. And this is a man, it's no secret, so I'm sure he doesn't mind me saying it. So have him in your prayers. This is a man that has been dealing with cancer for a long time. Now is cancer-free. Thank God. We are praying that will continue, and it will continue to improve. For over 4 years now or so, he was a cancer patient. He didn't go and crawl in one place and say, let me die. He was struggling with it. He was fighting with it. And in the midst, he even built an app, a prayer app, iPrayer. If you go to Google Play Store, you will see it. iPrayer is owned by this guy. And meanwhile, before then, he doesn't know anything about app. He doesn't do anything digital business. He was a management consultant. So, John, I want to give you plenty flowers. I'm very, very proud. I'm very happy to be your friend. And I see that your name was even #1. Can you imagine? The man that don't have to do anything. He can say that and just go on his own way, because he's not a dummy. This is a big man in his own right before I even left US. So thank you. I see Ambassador Joseph E.G. Those of you are not anything. You are not doing anything. That's an ambassador doing his own work. He wrote his book, Parenting Children Guide for New Parents. #3 here, I see Andrew Chukwu. He wrote a book, Real Estate Guidebook, based on my training. #4, Oluwa. Oh, this is a very long one. Oluwapimi, let me just put that. Desire. All right, wrote a book, Unlocking, because the thing is so bright, so my eye is not really, I think I'm having eye challenge reading from this very bright light that I put this morning. Unlocking the vitality, power of health and fitness. #5, Nkiru Nwokoro wrote a book, Unleashing the Entrepreneur Within. #6 is Gideon King. #7, Hilary Ikpe, the Zero Wasted Journey. Wow. #8, Proslily Stores. I think that's the name of a company. Girls Are Diamond. Interesting. #9, Wale. I don't have his last name, but we have his book. The title is so long. Then #10, Chris Riesa, Now or Never. So those 10 are the 10 that are picked. Again, we only pick you the top 10. And of course, you have to do your testimonial video. If you don't, you are not going to get access to that Business 360 Club. I can't give you all this big training, spend so many hours, and then give you a lifetime membership in my club, and you can't even do a 3-minute video, testimonial video. Then you don't deserve anything. I'm a very straight up guy. Go do the video. If you don't have it, your award is forfeited. The second set for the blogging assignment, all right, the first 10, Andy Chuku, Shagun, I don't know what his last name is. You want to identify yourself with your video so that we know who to send the, and by the way, if your name is announced, it's important for you to send your email to the ChatGPT Business Club on WhatsApp. We have a business group there called ChatGPT Business Club. Please send your email and your phone number there so that I can have your phone number personally and also have your email so that we can continue to interact. I see Samuel Olasoji, number 3, Moses Ademuyiwa, Mustafa, number 5, number 6, Ajibola. I don't know who made up this list. Please, next time, please write the full name. Don't give me a headache. There's nothing I hate more than lazy job. This is a damn lazy job. I hope, oh my God. This assistant about to get me going. Let me just control myself. Please don't do this. I don't do like this. This is not me. So if you work with me, you know I don't do this. So they say, give us the 10 winners, and you're giving first name. How many Shaguns do you know that are there? So which Shagun will it be? I'm seeing Mustafa, one name, Ajibola, one name. I can't announce this. I think I will announce this tomorrow. For the 10 blogging guys, I will get the full names and I will let you know, because I don't want to start confusion. There might be 20 Shaguns right here, and I call Shagun, then everybody is looking for result. So the third set of winners, I have 8 because I said they don't pick anybody who has not submitted their testimonial video. And that is for the assignment. I can't remember what that was, but I see Dr. Tolua Lelei, Chris Riesa, number 2, Ambassador Joseph Iji, number 4, King Wale, and number 5, Apostle Godwin, number 6, Gideon King, number 7, Hilary Ikpe, number 8, Dr. Constance Ola, for the third set of winners. I am not for the freelancing team. Because we have not really covered how to create the gig, I'm not sure I want to give the assignment on that. Maybe by the time we do that tomorrow, I'm going to have Eric take you quickly through how to create your freelancing gig on those sites. Then I'll give rewards to those who do it. So tomorrow we will continue, and I'll be happy to reward you to take action. The only reason I'm rewarding you is to encourage you to take action. I gain nothing by you taking action. Whatever blog you did, whatever grant you wrote, whatever affiliate stuff you did it for yourself and your family. All I'm doing is encouraging you to go ahead and do it. I actually used to give cash in the previous Fish for Life programs until some Nigerians, some crazy ones, they said the reason why I'm giving money is because I want to position myself to scam people. How I'm going to scam those that I'm giving money, I don't understand. So, but I realized that maybe I'm stupid. Why should I give somebody money to take control of his own destiny? So I'm stopping that, but I'm still okay giving this club membership because I want to keep working with you, because I know the marketing is the key. And people might say, you don't need to do that, but I need to do what can help you make something of my time, because I'm sacrificing for 21 days now. I'm not going to the office. I'm in the house, dressed. I didn't go to my law practice. I want it to mean something. And it can only mean something when some of you start using these things I'm teaching you, and then you can say, oh, and then get yourself free financially. It might be 2%. That's fine. Even if it's 1%, that is one person that is released into his own destiny. Let him start flowing. You never know how many thousands he will empower. Look at Stephen Akitayo. Now Stephen Akitayo empowers thousands all over the world. If had not been his coach, he may not have flowered at the level he's supposed to flower. Look at Ethiopia that we're talking about today, making 2.6 million in the last 1 year with one software. If I've not been there for him, maybe he will not be operating at the level he's supposed to. So that's how I think. One person at a time. That's my motto. Spreading the gospel of wealth one person at a time. That's why they call me the wealth apostle. I spread the gospel of wealth, one person at a time. So do your assignment, and I'm done. All right, guys. Any questions? Prof, if you still want to add to it now, the ball is in your court. I am done officially for today. I'm starting to see stars, so I need to go eat. Prof, closing comments before I close the training for today. Roland, I see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the blessing you've been to so many people. Thank you for your consistency, and thank you for your generosity. Hope that some seeds will really fall on good ground and yield 1,000-fold. Thank you very much.
Amen. That is the exact prayer I pray for myself. Thank you so much, Prof, for that prayer. Roland, you have some comment before I close the training for today. The format of, yes, go ahead.
I just came to say hi to all of you, nothing more.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Roland has been very supportive of this room. Roland da Silva is not African, but he has a burden for Africans just to see how we are doing and to encourage. Thank you so much, Roland.
Dr. Rope, I was born in Africa. So don't.
Oh, okay. Well, you are born there. Okay, now I understand. Thank you so much for the support. Honeydew, do you have a question or comments? Okay, Honeydew is just listening. All right, guys, I want to bring today's training to an end. For those of you joining late, in case you are wondering what kind of room is this, it is a master classroom where I actually teach for about 3 hours on a business you can do with ChatGPT each day. It's a 21-day boot camp. Today is our 8th day that we have been sharing. It's not your typical room where we share ideas and pass the microphone, in case you are wondering. It's a different model. When I'm done with the boot camp, then we can go back to the typical everybody exchanging microphone type of thing so that we can all learn from each other. And the prof has been very, very supportive. Prof, if you can look for one more day to come and teach for me, that one, you will need one more. Let me tap into you, sir. All right. We are going to be having Ifyok before the end of the week. Ifyok will be teaching us about how to start a profitable podcasting business using artificial intelligence. He was already explaining it a little bit, and I think it was mind-blowing. So I've told him to make it a full training. He will be back before Saturday. I will be announcing that, and he will train us for that day, just like that amazing training we got from Prof yesterday. It's gold. It's still, the recording is still there until I remove it. When the club gets ready, I am going to remove it, and it's going to be in the vault for the club members. So I will encourage you, go listen to the recording, go watch the recording. It's still on my Facebook page, and it's still on Clubhouse. So please listen to them while they are still available so that you don't have to pay for it. All righty, that's it for today. I want to thank everybody for coming. Tomorrow will be day 9, and we'll be back here 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Nigerian time for another exciting, profitable business that you can start with zero investment, literally. In this AI explosion period, you cannot afford not to hold something down. By the time you go through the 21 businesses, you should be able to have one that you can hold and start making money with. And it starts by taking action now. There's nothing like I understand. When you do these things that I tell you, then you will know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. That's what Jesus said. When you start practicing these things I just taught you, then you will know how it works. And then you shall start making money with it. You can really not know whether it works or not until you actually start doing it. That means you go to that website, log in. Most of them have at least 7-day free trial. So you don't have to pay any money yet. Pick the business you want to do. Go to those sites I gave you. Create your account. Do it any yama you can do. Just do it first. Then you can start fine-tuning as you go. And that is how you're going to prosper. I'm very big on digital skills empowerment. I'm going to be issuing a press release, an open letter to the president, because I don't have access to our current president. After I didn't vote for him, I was one of his harshest critics, but I want to hold him and his people responsible for actually starting a digital empowerment initiative, a real one, not the one that is giving money to people that they can't do anything with, where they can be teaching this kind of things. And I don't have to be involved. There's a lot of Nigerians in his party who can do it. But why shouldn't we have a digital empowerment initiative by the government, where the government will provide, and if possible, even give people laptops to start? It's not too much now. If they want to train them to go and become carpenter, they will tell us they spend 10 million per person, 20 million per person. Why can't they train them over a 6-month period? Different skills, have this thing going. And then those who graduate, those who pass, give them a laptop as like you're setting them up. Because when they teach tailors, they buy them machine to start doing the tailoring work. Why can they not give deserving people laptops? That will be my fight. You're going to see me start that fight. Because I believe when we're in a situation of mass unemployment, mass digital employment is a solution. 40 million youths unemployed. You can deplete that rank by having a massive nationwide digital works initiative, which is what me I'm about. Follow me to put pressure on the government when that campaign starts. They must do it. But in the meantime, we got to do what we can do. We can't rely on governments. Do what you got to do. You hold your own so that when that time comes, you can be one of those people that are helping others. The Lord bless you really good. Guys, I need my testimonials. That's all I need from you. Somebody please post the link of the WhatsApp group inside the chat box, as well as on Zoom and Facebook. We have a free ChatGPT business club on WhatsApp, where I'm interacting with those who are attending this class, where I can answer your questions and all that. You want to make sure you join that group. It's a WhatsApp group and it is free. That is different from the Business 360 Club I was talking about. ChatGPT Business Club, so that you can begin to ask questions about ChatGPT, how to get started, what you are doing, how you can do it better, all of that. Assistants, please help me out here before I close this, please. I need that posted on Zoom for me. Funke has already posted the WhatsApp link in the chat. Please check the chat and click on it to join the ChatGPT Business Club on WhatsApp. It is free, and you can meet other guys who are struggling to figure all of this out so that you can ask questions. And I'm there also. I'm not promising I'm going to respond to all your questions immediately, but I'm there. And I live on WhatsApp. If you post something there, trust me, if it's important enough, I will respond, even if my assistants are not there. Some things you will post, your colleagues will even be the one to answer you before I come. That is how you grow. You don't grow by doing stuff on your own. You got to get into a community. I know that because that is what I have to do, or what I had to do before I became successful. You got to get into the community of people who are struggling like you, or who are better than you. From there, you learn. Before I started this boot camp, I gave myself 2 months to learn a lot more about this ChatGPT, so that I'm at a confidence level that I can teach people the little that I know. And I spend 8 hours every day in communities on this app. There are many in this room who can verify it. I look for a room that has to do with ChatGPT. I go in there. I left everything for 2 months, April and May. 8 hours a day. I go into all the big rooms where the guys who are doing this stuff, guys who are making money with it, or who know a little bit, the one that don't know much, whatever they are sharing, I soaked it up. And that's what I want you to be. You got to join the community. Give yourself, maybe you don't have your time like me. I control my time. I can tell my staff, I'm not working for the next 2 months and they cannot beat me. I can do whatever I want. Maybe you cannot do that, but you can find 1 hour or 2 hours a day to be trolling rooms where they are talking about ChatGPT and AI. You will learn every day. Every day you become better than yesterday. The Lord bless you really good. I am praying that some of you here this will be the beginning of greatness for you in terms of financial breakthrough in an industry that most of the world are not even aware of yet. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So with the little that you know, you can start killing it before many of your people can hear it. All right, if you've had a great time today, I need you to give me a 10 right now as we close this room, just to be sure you are with me to the end. Give me a 10, give me a 10, give me a 10, give me a 10. That's a book I'm giving for free, but we're going to be giving that in the WhatsApp group now. My first book, ChatGPT Business Gold Mines, of which some of this course is even based on, even though this is definitely more detailed than is in the book. You can get a free copy of the book as a member of the WhatsApp group. I'm still waiting for my people on Gist House to post it. King Lou just keep disappointing me every day on this thing. You are not flowing with me. Okay, I've said this thing 20 minutes ago. Post the link for them. All right. For those of you who have the link on Zoom, please post it now before I close the room, please, so that others can join it. I don't know what happened with my team. There's 4 of them here. So why I have to repeat this 4 times, I don't know. Somebody please help me out because I need to close this room now. All right, in case you don't get it then, you just get it tomorrow. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. On Facebook, sorry, on Clubhouse, the room will close in 2-3 minutes. I cannot do post call now. I gotta go. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on another room, maybe tonight or tomorrow. God bless you. Clubhouse, again, Gist House, thank you so much for coming. Hopefully you can do something with what you have learned, and the Lord bless you. And I'm out. And for those of us who are on Zoom, thank you so much. You are the champions. Many of you stay till the end. And those of you on Facebook, hopefully you learned enough to ginger your interest. I am no expert. I'm just trying the little I know. I'm teaching as I'm growing, as I'm learning. So hopefully you too can start to get something going for yourself. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 6 p.m. West African time. Bless you.